Welcome to Learning Soccer Media 24/7, morning time. We just came in to stay for 1 hour to show some love again to people suffering all over the planet, children, women, and men that are dying all over the planet, whether because of the war or because of the bad weather. So I'll be playing the music on the background just to entertain people. We will also be playing music on the background uh, to keep you motivated and then to give you a good morning. Thank you, every single one of you. Now I'm going to play music. Welcome, Ella sister. We're just going live to show some love to people dying all over the world. Welcome, Leo Davis. We're just showing some people to people suffering all over the planet. Sakib, welcome back, Sakib. Thank you so much for your comment. Thank you for double tapping on the screen. Who, Aifa, if you want, you can come in and talk if you want to. Tell us what's going on all over, why people are suffering. Well, yeah, yes, it's fact. Uh, Udaifa Khan. Yeah, it's fact. Yeah, thank you for your comment. Don't forget to double tap, show us some love. Udaifa. Sakib, good to see you back again. Thank you. Yeah, you're right, Udaifa Khan. You're right. That's one of the reasons why I'm showing love to children, women, men dying all over, people suffering all over. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your comment. Don't forget to double tap, show us some love. Thank you, Sakib. We appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Khan, you're right. We spoke about it yesterday, the 1%. Exactly, it's the 1%. Thank you, thank you. You're right. You're right, Khan. M, thank you. Free Sudan, free Sudan, free Sudan. Thank you, M. Thank you. Thank you, M. Free Sudan, free Congo. Thank you. Thank you, M, for your comment. Yeah, free everyone, M. Thank you. You're right. Everyone, all over the planet. Can, exactly, yeah. Udaifa, Udaifa can, yeah. From 1%, exactly. The greediness of the 1%. People have to be displaced and dying just because of profit and control. M, thank you for your love. Thank you, M, for showing some love. Yeah, the Arabs are funding the RSF. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, M. You're right. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. They're funding. I got some posts on uh, my TikTok where I show some of these things about what the Arabs been doing. Can the issue is we don't hate nobody. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Okay, the UAE, you know, I think the reason why we people are suffering because people don't hate others. Yeah, M and Can, thank you guys for your comment. We appreciate you. Thank you. And people, please don't forget to double tap on the screen, show some love. We appreciate you guys for coming in and commenting. We appreciate you for watching this live. Thank you so much for your comments, guys. CJ, welcome back. Exactly, M. You're right. Definitely right. You're definitely right. We should put the 1% into one island and let them control themselves. You're right, Khan. You're right. You're right, Khan. You're right. I will say that we should put them all in one. Tobias, Tobias, it might be from Brazil. Free V books. Who's that? Where is that? Tell us who's that. Kingi, freedom from Islam. Thank you, Kingi. Oh, Fortnite. Never mind. Thank you, M. Thank you for clarifying, M. Thank you. I'm far away. I'm not thinking about games. Thank you, M, for clarifying. Thank you. Can. Udaifa can. Yeah. Desire. Let's call them just like that, Desire. Yeah. All over the world. To be honest, all over the world. Probably all over the world is Desire. Kingi. I mean, when she said that, she don't mean all. She don't Kingi 99852. She don't mean all, but just a way to say it so people understand what's going on. I got a lady called Malvina. She's a Jew, but she's telling the truth all the time, and then she get persecuted by her own, people. I can, Udaifa can. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I say there's free speech, but obviously, if something is becoming insulting, then yeah, we can stop people from spreading the hate and bad information. But yeah, Khan, thank you for mentioning that. Thank you for mentioning that. Kingi, Kingi, we understand that can don't mean all. Okay, it was just the way to say it for people to understand. Yeah, Kingi and Khan, there's no need for you guys to remember, guys, we're trying to do this for love. I understand people got different mindset, which is good. But let's respect each other a little bit. But Kingi, can don't mean all Zayo. Don't mean all Jews are Zayo. That's not what can mean. But yeah. Well, M, you're right. We do this for love, but accountability needed to meet in the middle. Yeah, you're right. Kind of balance. You're right, M. Thank you. Thank you, M. But people are gonna have different opinions, so that's why we accept people's opinion as long as people are not disrespecting each other to the point that people get angry with each other. But thank you, Emma, for mitigating the situation. Yeah, you're right, Khan. We are all human. You're right. Kingi, Kingi, let me bring you in because I need to ask you some questions. Alpha Khan can come in and speak. Let me just close the door because I got people in the house. So let me close the door so we can have a discussion. Kingi and Khan, Kingi and Khan, and also M. You can come in, M, and talk. Let me just invite you guys to come in. M, I can't see you. I was trying to invite you. I can. You all right? Good. Oh, M, sorry, I can't invite you for some reason. Um, how are you keeping today, Khan? You all right? Good, good. Oh, Kingi is not accepting. So, yeah. Morning, M. How you doing? You all right? Good, good. Yes, likewise, brother.
But yeah, man, to be honest, bro, like, it's sad to one another. There's no one specifically one thing to blame, but it's like when people, Sudan is, you see, before South Sudan and Sudan was split up, it still is now, but it's the biggest country in Africa.
Yes, yeah? Yes.
There's multiple people that live in this country. There's dark to light to brown to everything. Because it's such a big country.
It is.
Go look in the past of Nubia and all these different times, you will hear about black people, hear about white Arabs, you hear about all these things. But now, I'll be honest, you see, in the country of Sudan, there's that group that hate every single other person who's not an Arab, and they're killing them. That's the reality. It might not represent the religion, but if you look at Al-Shabaab, they believe what they're doing is correct. If you look at ISIS, they believe what they're doing is correct. No one does anything if you don't believe it's correct.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? It does not represent the religion. Of course it does not. But at the end of the day, people are dying.
Yes.
And people need to meet in the middle and say, cool, this guy is doing this because he believes this is right. Now, me and this guy can go, not fight him, but stand up against that person that's oppressing. Because we both meet in the middle now, and we can agree that this person doesn't represent any religion, but because I'm Christian and this guy's Muslim, or this guy's Muslim, I'm Christian, we can both condemn it.
Yeah. Hello, God bless. Welcome back. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
But yeah, it's so sad, man. So sad. I'm seeing people emotionless, like with no emotion. Like, I'll be honest, there's no root of the, like, I'm not anyone to say any root of the problem, but in this life, I'll be honest, I pray no matter what religion, yeah, I love my own dad is a Muslim, yeah, I am a Christian, my mom is a Christian, my dad is a Muslim, I am a Christian, yeah, but the things I've seen, I can't not just keep my mouth quiet. Like, my dad, obviously because I'm his son, if I passed away, he would pray for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But really and truly, he's not supposed to pray. Obviously for his family he can, but if I died today, you are not allowed to pray for me because I don't worship the same God as you. So you're basically, you know what I mean by that, innit?
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. So I think,
like, if you really have the mentality, if that you cannot even pray for a brother that's not the same religion as you, but how can we ever meet in the middle? I want to meet in the middle, but it's like, look up at the end of the day, UAE, these people are Muslim, even though you might call them Zionist we can only hope they are Zionists. We know, but at the end of the day, we're not there with them to say that they are. We can only hope that they are. But these people, they are of Muslim descent. I'll never blame Muslim, no one. But at the end of the day, look at history, repeats itself. 500 years ago, was they not colonizing half of Africa?
Yes.
To try and make everyone in Africa Muslim? This is the history. They don't want Russia to have geopolitics in Sudan. America, the UAE, want that. They're already taken 2-3 gold mines. UAE doesn't even have 1 gold mine. These people don't see people as human. Do you know what I'm saying? No, not by these people, I just mean UAE, sorry. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone's human.
As we know, it's just that 1%, that 1% in all over the planet that controlling.
Yeah, exactly that, man. But at the end of the day, look how everyone was so loud for Gaza, so loud for all these things. At the end of the day, brother, 500,000 kids have died.
And more. Kids. I would say more.
Yeah.
More, yeah.
But not even men and women, just kids. I don't know specifically how many people in Palestine, may God rest their souls, have died. But at the end of the day, the difference in attention that is Sudan is not getting, it can only be because of one reason. I've had a man that's from Iraq tell me, why are you black people not going on the streets and protesting? But we are.
And
every time people to join you when you are protesting.
Yeah, and every time it's done, people criticize.
They criticize.
Yeah, and then also we know that there's always agent provocatory, which means that the police use some people. No more when there's a protest, police use some people to break the windows and start causing chaos. Then they'll say these are people protesting, you know. But yeah, it's all planned. Everything is planned. Yeah. Uday, if I can, sorry, I'm just listening to M. Would you like to come in and talk as well?
No, I can speak whatever.
Yeah, can. Are you there?
Yeah, it's all for resources.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you see the people that are doing this for resource, they believe in something. Obviously, that 1%, they're evil, we know. But at the end of the day, if we look at who controls the Arab Emirati, they are from Islam descent. Not saying they represent Islam, but when you look at the prince and the king of a Saudi country and UAE and these people are doing these things, how can you blame the public for looking at certain things in certain lights? That's like slapping me in the face and pretending it didn't happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And saying, don't judge me for slapping. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's all the governments.
These same people. Oh, sorry, Karen, so sorry.
It's the governments, they don't represent people.
Of course.
They represent themselves.
Of course. But I even see some people, obviously I'm not saying some people, but at the end of the day, let's not undermine. Everyone is proud of their country. People in this life are willing to disregard the atrocities that their own country has done and get behind their government because they are that proud. Yeah. They have Dubai, all these things, yeah. So at the end of the day, they can choose to ignore all the slaves and the things that come from Africa to build these things. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, why is he even coming in the first place? That's what they'll try to deflect. They'll say, why is your country so poor that they needed to leave? Instead of them focusing that they promised us a life that they are not giving us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every single advanced country is made up of slavery. They use slavery for every advanced civilization.
Yes. Slavery happened every single place.
In this history.
And it's still happening now.
In this life, but what I'm talking about is still going on.
Yeah, still happening, yeah.
90% of the world is not going on. If I'm a crazy person and I choose to have a slave, then that's just me being crazy. But if a certain country in 2025 is still using slaves to build their country, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people still justify it. And I'm not saying any religion is the problem, but some people believe that. I understand. My dad is a Muslim. I understand. My dad tells me all the time, back in the past, these things were for the 1,000 years ago, 700 years when this was in war, this was in that, and this, yeah. But at the end of the day, some people will read this and still believe that they're rightfully so entitled to do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Welcome, Skeng.
Wait, 2 seconds. I'm not going to say in the Quran, it says this and that. But there was slavery mentioned in the Quran. I'm not going to say if it was allowed or not.
In the Bible as
I
well.
was talking about that specific time.
In the Bible as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying, cool. Some people might read that and say, I'm still entitled to have this slave because I believe that I am part of this religion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everyone because it doesn't represent everyone. Because there's 99% of people that don't believe this stuff. But there's whole countries building their own economies of the blood and slavery of people, and they depict themselves as people. Do you know what I'm saying? You cannot do that. Do you know what I'm saying? No one cannot do that.
It's like in Qatar, they're trying to abolish Qatar World Cup, but they still, because of the same thing you're talking about, slavery. People are not getting paid to work.
Oh yeah, how many people even died to create that stadium? You know how crazy that is, and these people are just statistics now. That you can't even find them. I feel so sorry. It's sad.
And then yeah.
All right, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You're Skeng. Welcome, Skeng. Skeng. Yeah, can I just go to Khan? I think Khan want to say something because Khan been in for a while. Khan, would you like to add anything else?
What do you mean? Explain.
China, they only use these. They big corporations.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Khan. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. It is true. Yeah, it is true.
But cool. Let's compare that. See, cool. Since 1800s, when the scramble for Africa came on, and people were making contracts and leases, they were leasing land for 99 years. Let me even tell you something. Yeah? All these things were abolished. A crazy person can do that. I'm not saying China is not doing this. I agree, China.
China is doing it.
But China is not a religious state. That's the difference. They don't go around with their heads high and saying this, we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't drink, we don't party, we don't this. China's China. Do you know what I'm saying? If one China person does something crazy, you're not going to judge him because he's not going around saying, I'm pure, or I'm not pure, but I'm from this religion, I don't do this and I don't do that. At the end of the day, when a state that's supposed to be a state of religion, not a secular state, a Muslim state, if you really condemn this, then it should never be happening. Not you specifically, if you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, anyone can be kidnapped, anyone can be taken for ransom. But at the end of the day, look at what's happening in Libya.
Oh yeah, it's horrible in Libya.
Why Libya? These people are, at the end of the day, people from other countries are saving all the money they have to go, because Libya is the closest part of Africa to Europe.
Yeah, and Morocco, Libya, Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco, yeah. Like, they're literally saving all they have.
Why don't you speak about when black people go into the way they treat them badly and slaves?
That's what he's talking about, King. That's what he's talking about.
I'm not specifically putting blame on the one thing. We're just talking about Arabs first, and then we're just talking about North Africa. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we'll get into all of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not specifically only missing out one thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, brother, people are getting held for ransom, and these things are happening. These things are happening because that group that's doing it thinks that it's right. Yeah. Do you understand?
Also in Libya, it's just a small group. It's not everybody. It's a small group of people.
Yeah. I'm not saying. But I feel like it's just small enough for the government to crack down on if they really disagree with it.
Yeah, because it's all plan of it's all part of the plan of the 1%. Yeah, that's why they don't stop in it.
What, the 1%?
Yeah, you really believe that? That's in them genes in Libya. That's in the Arab genes.
To have a slave.
Brought the black man as a slave. Come on, stop beating around the bush, Mr. African Nigerian man. Stop beating around the bush, bro. Speak the truth.
Yes, Skeng, what was Gaddafi's mindset?
Yeah, Skeng.
You remember Gaddafi?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Ken. When I said there's a small group of people, yeah, sorry, Rampage, go ahead, sorry.
I was just talking to Skeng. Does he remember Gaddafi?
Oh yeah,
I wanted Gaddafi wanted
it was good man. Yeah, the good.
Unite the whole of Africa.
Unite Africa and who stopped it?
Under what though? Under what? Because Libya was a Muslim country, no?
You're right.
So does everyone else that's not Muslim have to join in?
Secular
with Islam?
We all know what Islam is like. When you're not Muslim, they don't really want you. Come on, man.
Yeah, you're right, Skeng. Skeng, you're right. But Rampage and I understand what you guys are saying. Yeah, the Gaddafi had a good intention, like other Africans had a good intention. But obviously, yeah, they wanted to expand the religion itself because where I'm born, they're trying to buy a massive area, you know, in exchange for a natural resource, but they wanted to build more mosque. Skeng and you guys are right. It's not just about profit; it's about extending the Islam.
Yeah, I'll be honest. No offense, it's an expansionist religion. It started from one place, it went up to another place. I'm not gonna say differences. There's not a problem. That's their problem. Obviously, until it becomes my problem, then it's not really. I love everyone, innit? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, people need to call a spade a spade.
Well, yeah, that's what Skeng.
I like what Evan said. You see Arab. I never see an Arab coming on any platform like defending black people. So why are you defending Arabs? Them people don't like black people, bro. You know what I mean? They don't like black people. So I don't give a fuck about them.
That was true.
Prophet,
if you don't know this, I can't speak. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, one of his closest companions was what color?
You always
black and you call them Arabian.
You always come with that Bilal.
What they one example.
You always come with that.
Brother, that's not an example. That's not
You
an
just said
example.
black people don't like Arabs.
Brother, why do you guys used to cast straight
Bro, Arabs do not like black people, especially you. I can tell you from Pakistan, especially you.
No, obviously not Pakistan, I'm not saying that. Obviously, that's what the world is. But Rampage, obviously you're not going to call a spade when there's a whole place called Abid.
Birmingham in the house.
Say that again?
Yes, I said Birmingham in the house. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Rampage, can I ask you a question? Yeah, that's you.
I'm not talking about my community, my people, my cousins, my family, my friends, same situation.
Brother, we don't even know how our dad feels in his heart. Do you understand? We only know how you feel in your heart, brother.
You understand how you approach people, you know how you approach them, how you speak to them.
Asian people don't like black people.
Again, can I ask Rampage something? Rampage, let me ask you something, bro. Every time, let's say, cool. Can I ask? Are you from the UK? Yeah.
Yeah, born in the UK.
Born in the UK. I'm gonna ask you a question. Every time that someone, see how cool on the news right now, people have been talking about just the Asian demographic, and you know what I'm talking about, innit?
Yeah, mindset towards immigration.
But when I go to the comments, why is the Asian's first mind to talk about the black man and compare and say he's worse? I see 100 comments talking about saying, wait, I'm not even like there's so much diversion. There's pardon?
Well, follow me and send me that information.
I will. Just go into your comment section, bro. Imagine, see when these reform voters are going crazy, yeah? A black person won't even be mentioned, bro. And then you say, these black people doing way worse. Not saying you, but I'm just saying in general. It's like, I even see a man saying, I'll just screenshot all of that, I'm gonna follow you in a bit. Don't worry. But brother, you can ask you question. See, every time you talk, let's say these reform voters are getting onto the minorities of the UK, yeah? Now let's say someone that's not Arab or Asian agrees with something that's not to do with rape. I'm not saying no one else doesn't do rape, but at the end of the day, let's say I agree with a white man that's talking right now. You, not you, but a person would come to me and say, this white man that's enslaved you, enslaved you. Brother, 400 years before the white man enslaved us, the Arabs were fucking everyone up.
Yeah,
do you understand?
a long time, yeah.
Dicks off. The land that you guys have today has been taken from other people. Do you know what I'm saying? Assimilation. You know what assimilation is?
You know, I noticed them. You see,
Brother,
especially
Turkey. Look at even Turkey, bro. Constantinople. The Prime Minister of Turkey branded Christians a national security risk in their own country and he's deporting them. How? How's the government doing that when they've lived there for over 30, 40 years? The government of Turkey.
They've lived for hundreds of years. The Ottoman Empire used to live with Christians and protect them. I don't know if you know that.
How? Why do they need your protection? From what? From what?
Manuel. Free for Vela, Manuel. Thank you, Manuel. Yeah. Manuel, I also speak Portuguese, but thank you, Manuel. Sorry, guys, go ahead.
It's like America. America create problems and then they solve it and then they just make a fucking deal at the end of it, bro.
No,
at the end of the day,
America and Turkey, Constantinople and Ottoman Empire is two different things. If you look at knowledge and research, I know a bit about the Ottoman Empire, what their mindset was, what they did and what they didn't do. And they helped a lot of non-Muslims. I know that from history.
So when they tried to invade my country, yeah, I'm from Ethiopia, brother, yeah? When they tried to invade my country and take it over because the start of the Nile was there.
Who tried to invade your country?
The Ottoman Empire, the Mahadis, the Egyptians, all of these people from 1700s to the late 1900s, these guys, because the start of the river now has tried to claim the north of my country, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's all done now.
If any Islamic army tries to take a country unjustly without any reason, then that's wrong.
So what's just? Tell me what's just, because I don't need your help. I can pick up arms and defend myself, bro. I'm a human. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm under threat, it's only natural for me to defend myself. So who made you like that?
Possibly you can't do that, but if 100 people come to your house, or 200 or 500 or 1,000, you're gonna struggle.
Why are you guys only? See how you just said 100 people they come to my house. Who's to say that my religion doesn't have 100 people that's still gonna be with me, bro? Why do you feel the need to defend?
No, I'm on about in a place where you need to defend. I'll give you an example. Things have changed now, you know, it's a bit different. We've got prime ministers and presidents and whatnot. But back in the days, you had like kings and, you know, corrupt leaders that would corruption and they would, how can I say, cause injustice and oppression to their own people. And whether it be to their own people or the neighboring people, which was at the time when the Ottoman Empire, I'm not saying every single leader of the Ottoman Empire was legit or was, you know, right for justice. The majority of it, the mindset of it, the idea of it wasn't to just like control and have, you know, the people have no say, if that makes sense. Because at the time of the Ottoman Empire, when they first started, they experienced the amount of oppression that you cannot imagine from amongst their own people, not even just people that weren't Muslims, from amongst their own people. So what did they do? They fought for many, many, many years. They built a state, and they believed that when it came to injustice around the world, they had some sort of responsibility. But like I said, if Ethiopia was attacked unjustly, that's
multiple times.
I'll look into that. I will look into that. Actually, about why
Egypt tried to get us, everyone, they tried calling us Sudan when it was predominantly Arab. They tried to finish us in the Mahadis. You know what I'm saying? And right now, pardon?
I want to take over this country. That is wrong.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling this spade. Come on, man. It's like this rage bait 3,000.
It's strategic to spread Islam by, you know, the math, the action. That's why, for example, you know, Indonesia. Indonesia became a Muslim country. How? Not from force, not from even talking, because they see the actions of the Arabs. They saw how the Arabs would trade amongst each other. Believe it or not, the whole country more or less became Muslim just because of that.
Yeah, but also rampage. Yeah, rampage, but also now.
I have a line for I know. You're talking about Indonesia, innit? I'm saying Indonesia, there's millions of people inside, bro. If the government of Indonesia looks at the government of the Arabs and they say, oh, we like how they're doing, we're inspired, do you think now the population is still, all of them are gonna willfully convert and people are gonna have thoughts for themselves, bro? Some people don't want to be involved, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
a lot of people didn't get involved because that's why there still is Christians and Buddhists still there. But majority of the country accepted and took Islam. And you literally research how they took it because it was from the learning and understanding of how the Arabs used to deal with themselves and the respect, you know, how trustworthy they were compared to other empires. But that's just one example. And then you got the other example of Arabs after the time of the Prophet freeing slaves, buying them and freeing them over time. And this was, you know, practiced so much, you know, to be shown to us as Muslims that look, you know, the black, the white, the pink, the yellow is no different. If you look at Christianity today, you got these white churches and, you know, certain churches, you see a black person come and in Islam overall.
When, how, where?
Rampart. Yeah, rampart. Rampart.
I've been to hundreds of churches, brother. No church will ever dare send a man out, even if he's a Muslim, a man can go in.
Rampart. Yeah, rampart, brother. Rampart. Guys, can we let the Khan speak? Can we let the ladies Khan speak?
I would agree. But I'm not saying it's the way you see, cool, at the end of the day, brother, we're all one, we're all human at the end of the day. Rampage, can I ask you a question, bro? Obviously, I would just assume that you're Muslim, innit? If I die today, can you pray for me, bro?
If you die today?
Yeah, to you, I'm a kuffar, innit? I'm a Christian, bro, innit? But, bro, can you pray for me?
You see, when it comes to Islam, yeah, if a person is solely calling out for Allah or God themselves directly, then your prayers will get accepted. You know, if you start talking to partners and blah blah blah, you see, there is some sort of, I don't know if it's a hadith or something that makes sense. There's certain prayers from Allah that are not accepted. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look into that. But I'm going to pray to you.
My dad is Muslim. Do you know what I'm saying?
Your dad is?
My dad is a Muslim, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's giving me, as you said from the actions, he's giving me he's the reason why I know that not everyone's crazy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he prays 5 times a day. I don't live with him, but he's a very good person, understanding, takes time and everything. He tells me how to win. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, brother, I've always been disconnected for the 23 years of my life living because I wanted to choose. But if I die today, brother, he won't even pray for me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's specifically him. That's just my dad. But brother, I feel a lot of TikTok comments say the same thing. They can't. If they wanted to, they even can't. But how? We're all on the same. No matter if I believe a different from you, brother, still the same God created us. Because I know that there's not a different God.
Whether it gets accepted or what you believe in and, you know, what you spent your life doing, that makes sense.
Brother, what I spent my life doing has nothing to do with you.
No, I mean, like, in a sense of, like, how we believe is that the person praises everybody, Jesus, for example. That to us, the person praises and worships Jesus.
Yeah.
That to us is like blasphemy, like it's such a bad thing to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying when that guy is dead, when that guy has passed away, that Christian, why can't you just simply pray for his soul? That what you might believe in, one day. See, in my religion, bro, obviously I'm not comparing nothing. Brother, I am called to pray for every single person, no matter who they are. Yeah? No matter who they believe in, I can help them. I can talk to them about anything. There's no restrictions. My God knows me because He's created me. He knows that I believe this and you believe that. The same way your God knows I believe this and you believe that. But that has nothing to do with, obviously, me and God. It has something to do with. But I'm saying, like, if I die today, bro, my way of life has nothing to do with it. and that separation in our heads that I can't even pray for this guy. He died.
If I have a friend, yes, and he passed away, I would pray for him literally like.
Oh, come on, God bless you, man. Thank you, bro.
To be personally, I wouldn't say you can't like sit here, but like I said, it's up to God to accept what you find. That's whether our prayers get accepted. I wouldn't sit here and think, what, I'm a Christian.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know people do think like that, bro. I've been told my own dad.
Ziklon, welcome, Ziklon.
Maybe he had some goodness in his heart. Maybe he had something that, but we don't know what's in the person's heart.
100%.
Yeah, but when it comes to praying, I don't see the issue with that, because when a person is alive, like the Prophet, peace be upon him, he used to pray mostly for his enemies amongst anyone else. And that his enemies would be like, good, and they would, would pray for them. And for us not to pray for non-Muslims would be a bit silly, because the Prophet used to pray for his enemies, and a lot of them were Muslims. So, I don't know, maybe some people just have been one concept and
mean by prayer?
Right, we all would want people to
What do you mean by prayer?
we are all creation of God.
Sorry. Carry on. Like, pray like, cool, let's say I die here. Cool, let's say God forbid, but my friend passed away and I'm in sorrow. I'm just praying for his soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Even as a Muslim, I'm sure.
Like, God, please forgive him his sins, please, etc. This, that.
Maybe.
I'll be honest, like, you're the first person telling me something different, and I'm not gonna agree because I'm not gonna disagree because you're the first. But you know what I'm saying? I'm taking your perspective, bro. I'm not judgmental. You know what I'm saying?
But there is something where I read in Quran, there is something that, like I said, what the person believes and whether you can or not. But I have to look into that 100%. If I describe myself, someone that was close to me, and I saw him as a godly person. And he worshipped Satan. We should put on him after this life, because this life is temporary. I would have wanted to
Yeah, that's how I believe it should be for everyone, man. No matter what. At the end of today, brother, no matter how many million, trillion, whatever religions there are as well, there is only one God. Do you understand?
There is only one God.
So, you know what I mean, innit? Yeah, I can't, you're right.
You know what? If you die, even if a person is way to hell, if your friend is a Muslim, it asks God to bring them from hell. So if your dad is in Jannah and they say that you can't go there, he pray for you to get to Jannah if he is in Jannah.
Yeah, and I've read something about that. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's like what's it called?
Ziklon, sorry, Ziklon.
What's it called again? No, I've heard about that. Yeah, it's like because you were so good that the other person would be allowed to on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, no, that's interesting. But yeah,
I'll give you an example. Even Pharaoh. People time of Pharaoh, when even he asked for some type of forgiveness, and God was ready to forgive him, because God said, look, he's my creation, I made him at the end of the day. But if that person has goodness in their heart, not only goodness, also what they believe as well, because as we personally believe as Muslims, praying or following or seeing Jesus as God is like, that's next level. But at the end of the day, it's what's in the person's heart. God knows more. God is unjust. God is very, just.
God is most just.
Yeah, it's very forgives his people, but God knows best. But there are certain Muslims that misunderstand certain things, just the same as Christians. Some Christians misunderstand certain. But
no, I understand, bro. I understand. Bro, it's all about meeting in the middle, innit? You know what I mean? We all gotta call a spade.
Yeah, welcome, S.
Religion to one,
Of course.
one person.
That's probably my bro, man. Even you seem like an amazing person, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brother.
Like I said, I was from Birmingham, man. In Birmingham, it's mixed, we see because in my school, most of my school was, I wouldn't say most of it, but like good portion was black people, and I'm not gonna lie, I did get bullied at one point. I don't know if it was because I was Asian, but I fought back and
Udaifa can, yeah. There's sometimes Udaifa things will change. You know, we're talking about humanity, but yeah, things will change. Udaifa. There's a thing about life. But there's a good question, Udaifa.
Me being East African, is that back in the day, people used to group East African into one thing. You're not black, you're just East African. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, East Africans moved to the UK quite late because war started quite recently. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we were like new to everyone. But at the end of the day, we're all human, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I see this guy bleeding out in the street, I'm gonna run and help. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about this though. God bless all of you guys though. I'm literally on my way to work right now.
Oh, M, thank you so much. M, we'll follow you back.
I'm gonna give you guys a follow, yeah?
Yeah, we'll follow you back, M. We appreciate you for coming up.
Cool.
Thank you. Have a good shift. Bye. Yeah, Rampage.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, thank you for your insight. Thank you for coming up and speaking about what you believe, about your life experience as well. Myself, I used to follow religion, but I don't anymore. I used to follow Islam at some point, but I don't anymore. I used to be Catholic as well, Christian Catholic, but I don't anymore.
What made you
Most of the religions, the same thing. I never belonged to those places. And then obviously, when like, you yourself, you mentioned it earlier on about either Muslim or Christian. Sometimes we don't understand everything they teach us, or we don't understand everything we read, because when we read, we just don't read and understand what we read. We need to read over and over again for us to understand, right? But when it comes to religion, not just Islam, sorry, Khan. Have a good day, Khan. When it comes to religion, I never belonged to either one of them. Just 1 second, Johnny. This stream is to show love, so I showcase the name of the place on the planet, Johnny, where children, women, men are dying. So I'm just showing some love. If you know any place on the planet where people are dying because of the war or because of the bad weather, like we know in Alaska and Mexico, people die because of bad weather. But yeah, Johnny, this is to show love. Yeah, Jamaica, hurricane, yeah, in Jamaica, wow, yeah. Yeah, Johnny, if you know any place on the planet where people, children, women, men are dying, come on in, talk to us, tell us where and why. Okay. But I'm going back to you now, Rampage. So I never belonged to Muslim religion, and bad things that, Emma was talking about some things they talk about, bad things that talk about us melanin people. Okay, some of us can't see it, but some of us can see it. So a weakness is in every single religion, right? And also the bad, talking bad thing about us, telling us that we are the demon, we are the outcast one, from when it comes to God vision. You know. Yeah, free citizen from horrible government. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. You're right. Thank you for your comment. But basically, it's a long story. It's not just about Islam. It's about every religion. I grew up as a Christian. Then, in some point in my life, I started following Islam. It took me some while. Then I left Islam. Then I became Jehovah Witnesses for a few good years. Then after that, I followed Mormonism for a little bit, and I stopped. I'm 4 years old now, so I just turned 40 last month. So sometimes when I talk about this thing, people are, oh, why are you saying that? Because you don't even look that old, But yeah, I just turned 40 last month. Yeah, but yeah, but I still respect people that follow religion. That's why that 5 days ago I had live only about religious people. People believe why they believe. A lot of people came in and shared the testimony. That was a beautiful thing. I respect people that follow religion. It's not because I don't follow religion that I won't respect. I do respect people that follow religion still. But yeah, Rampage, is there any advice you will give people who don't follow religion or people who are seeking for religion? Is there any advice you would like to give them? Welcome, Chupa. Welcome, Chupa. Sorry. Oh, Chupa, you all right? Oh, good. That's good. Oh my, that's good. Yeah. Sorry, Rampage. Sorry. Oh, Chupa, just 1 second. Sorry, Rampage. Go ahead, Rampage.
What about
Rampage just asked me a question why I left Islam. And then also asked him a question. Yeah, I left Islam. He's asking me why. I just told him what. Huh? Yeah, I left Islam. I don't follow religion. I used to be Christian so before it became his. Oh, you're Christian. Potocino. Just one second, Potocino. Potocino is someone make it. Potocino, I can't do that at the moment. I can't, shrink the screen. But next live, I'll do that. Sorry. Yeah, Ochupa, sorry. Yeah, I was asking Rampage to give us advice, to give us advice. Or advice for someone who's looking to follow religion. Italiano, spagnolo, italiano.
No, Rampage. I mean, Franklin Clinton. This is compliment, bro. You know Franklin Clinton? From Grand Theft Auto. You don't know Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, GTA. You mean GTA?
Yes, GTA. It's Michael, Trevor, and Frank.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. What? I tell you Franklin, bro.
Well, Ochupa, there's some confusion going on here, so.
You live in America?
Me, no, I live in England.
United Kingdom. And LCM?
Yeah, I live in England as well.
Oh, in England.
Yeah, what about you? Oh, German. Oh, all right. I don't know anything in German, man. I mean, I don't know any language. I mean, I don't know German language. Potocino. Are you all right? Yeah, Pochettino. Pochettino is basically countries, places on the planet where children, women, and men are dying, whether because of war or bad weather. Regarding bad weather, we know that people died in Alaska and Mexico because of bad weather. But yeah, I'm just here to show love to people suffering all over the planet. Place, yeah, yeah.
Although it's a bad thing, it's just a part of human history. As long as you have people in different nations, different tribes, different religions, even if we have all the same, all of this, it's just human nature.
Oh yeah.
It's happening. It's whatever gonna happen. But it's a sad thing. Hopefully, but anyway, children and people that come out, starvation, famine. It's a sad thing regardless.
Yeah, it's always gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm sure.
One advice that he was just asking me a question, I think, after hearing from you, you probably would give him the best answer. So the host, he said he was a Christian originally, then he became a Muslim, then he left Islam, he went to
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Now he don't believe it. He said, what advice would you give him to understand God and the purpose of life?
Yeah, Rampage is not just about me, it's about people that came in before that question. Yeah, but myself, I'm just concentrating myself, exploiting my life, exploring my mind, Yeah.
What's the reason you left Christianity? And what's the reason you left Islam? Just like I understand. Like we're always listening that you needed to search somewhere else for the same questions that you didn't have answered. Like what led you to leave both of them?
Yeah. Yeah, just to make it simple, I'll explain Rampage. I never belonged. Okay. And they made aware that they showed me that I was never belong, right, in either religion. And then another thing about me, I don't think about me, I like to ask questions. And religion, they don't like questions. You know?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's basically. But I follow for a long time, quite a long time. Yeah.
What I've understood, right? You didn't necessarily Christianity or Islam due to the fact you disbelieve in those religions or the mandate. It's more so the character and the people that pushed you away from the religion, right? So Muslims and Christians and having those questions unanswered feelings, you can't really ask certain questions. Am I understanding it right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, so when it comes to Christianity, I'm not Christian, I can't answer that question. But when it comes to Islam, brother, they didn't make you feel belong. When I look at it, sorry, please, can I go on mute? One of the pictures, I could just bear that. So when you say the feeling of belonging, brother, no one can give you a feeling of belonging. You can only get this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? You yourself as a Muslim, no brother is better than the other. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what was his last khutbah he gave? He said, no Arab is better than a non-Arab, and no non-Arab is better than the other. You're all equal in religion. When you pray Salah, right, and you enter the Saf, right, you enter the Saf, the lines, you start shoulder to shoulder, knee to knee, and you pray. It's equality. Rich man, poor man, the black man, the white man, Arab man, whoever, you all stand in the same line. They're not equal. The only thing that separates you and makes you better than a brother next to you is your level of tawheed and your knowledge. The knowledge you have seeked in your being in Islam. This is the only thing that separates you and it brings a hierarchy in the believers, right? And even then, that's not a hierarchy in the sense of one man is better than the other. It's in the eyes of God how pious you are, right? That's between you and God directly. You judge on that in Yom Qiyamah. Now, when it comes to certain questions you wanted to ask, I think from what I've understood, there's a lot of people that leave Islam because they were first and foremost met bad Muslims. That's the sad thing to hear, right? A lot of Muslims, there's bad Muslims. There's Muslims that are not like people. There's Muslims that don't pray. There's Muslims, those are not Muslims to begin with, but there's Muslims that, are racist, even though Islam doesn't teach or propagate any of this, right? So first and foremost, we have to separate the Muslims from Islam. You have to separate. A lot of people say Arabs, and separate them from Islam. They are just like you, anyone other part of religion. And then you accept the religion for what it is. When you hear the message and you accept it, from what I honestly, if you accepted it once, most likely the future is within you. So those questions, there are ulama, and there are people you can ask, right? Most people that give da'wah are not knowledgeable to the degree where they can answer every question you have, right? So you have to go out and seek these ulama. And in Islam, it's first and foremost it's a sin. Those people have incurred sin. Why? Because they have pushed a brother away from deen and turned the other cheek due to their character and the things they can't answer. In Islam, there's a criteria. Not everybody's an ulama. Not everybody can give nasiha, right? So what I would say, if your mind is still open to Islam and you still see it as the truth or there's some semblance in your heart, there's certain ulama can direct you to. There's people within London, you're assuming in London, there's places you can go and you can seek knowledge. Don't take knowledge from these da'wah bros, from these speaker corners people. They're just going to lead you astray, bro. They'll forget you as a person reverting to Islam. They have pushed Muslims that are Muslims to leave Islam, bro. So there's an issue in the community. Those questions, when it comes to a lot of the questions people ask is, how do I know Allah's real? I can't see it. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Just like I don't have issue with Muslim, whatever. I'm Christian, Orthodox, I'm Jewish. Listen, bro.
Thank you,
guys, you guys, you have an issue, bro. You have a problem with the couples, is it? In your Quran, say if the couple doesn't believe in Muslim, he have to pay
jizya, yes.
Money. If he don't pay, he have to give his head, is it?
No. So there's a way about this. Number one.
Wait. The second question is, bro. You can both. You can answer me. You can both. The second question is, bro. As a Muslim, like you guys have the hiding religion, is it? Like religion.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like? I don't understand. What do you mean, like by religion?
So like, how, I don't know how to say that, but you guys have like a military, like.
Thank you, Rampage. Thank you, brother.
Religion military. You know what I mean?
Okay,
What do you mean, like the Crusaders, like the Templars?
You mean when you say religion military, you mean like we people that will fight in the cause of Islam, or you mean like a military for Islam?
Yeah, they fight for Islam. Is big.
Okay, no, I can answer the question. So what did you want to know about?
Why? Like if it's like, you know what I mean? If it's one religion, you call it. When you call one religion is
Thank you, Rampage.
peace. You know what I mean? You don't need a sword. You don't need a bomb. You don't need any of military. You know, to do with peace. You know what I mean?
Okay,
a peace religion means anyone can come and join. If he don't want it. If she don't want, she don't want it. But you can, bro. Listen, you can try to knowledge me, to promote information about your.
Well, one second, Salem asked this question. You go next, sorry. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, your religion, that if I accept it, I will commit. But in your like, you know what I mean? In your, I don't want to say like that. But it's more. If I am a Christian, like someone is a Muslim, like let's say, leave it that one, yeah. Let's say I am a Christian on the one cat is on the mountain, yeah. Go for to get to die, yeah. If I tell you come help me, you will help the cat. I know that.
No. I explained to you.
It's true, man.
Welcome, Super Daddy. Welcome.
Also, the question. So the first question you asked me, you said in the terms of jizya, right? First and foremost, in the Quran, Kafirs are disbelievers, right?
Thank you, Super Daddy.
Christians in of themselves are not Kafirs. They believe in something. They're people you would class as Ahl al-Kitab. They have a book, people of the book, right? Even when it comes to Islam tells you the Christians are closest to us, right?
Bro,
No.
what? No.
Let me answer.
You can answer it, but don't come that way, bro.
Brother, 1 second. Let me explain. Don't just.
Yeah, but don't come that way. Like,
brother.
if I believe in
Yeah,
You talk about Christianity.
brothers, please, guys, please listen to each other. Please listen to each other. Yeah.
Let me give you the full answer so you can understand where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah.
Don't just hang on a point. So that's what Islam said. Second of all, now when it came to the issue of jizya, right? When the Muslims have conquered a land, because at the end of the day, it's like a nation anywhere, right? When you conquer a land, right?
Thank you,
You
Rampage.
go there and you have to implement a system, right? You have to tax the people. When it comes to jizya, you do not fight in a war. So no one's going to sign you up for military service. You can have your places of worship when you're a Jew and a Christian. You believe in God, not Hindus and that. That's different, right? When it comes to your churches, you have your churches in peace. You can live in peace, right? Even if you look at historical accounts, Christians lived in peace with Muslims for generations. Same with the Jews, right? There's several accounts of the Crusaders writing of the justness of Umar ibn Khattab, he did not abuse anybody. So the jizya is a tax like anywhere. When you come to the UK, right, which is the difference. You have to pay the national insurance. You have to pay this, depending on your wage bracket. If you're richer, you pay more tax. If you're poorer, you pay less tax, right? Jizya is the same thing. So it's a system accounted for you paying that tax. You're not charged anything more. You're not charged anything less. And if you're richer, you're charged more in jizya. So I think up to the most you can be charged is around 50%. Now that's very rare. That's very, very low, right? Now, when it came to a religion of peace, you asked me, how can you wage war if you're peaceful? Now, being peaceful, right, in of itself does not mean you do not wage war. Being peaceful means you're not a violent person. You do not transgress. You do not abuse. You do not take more than you have, right? It's, for example, a key component of Christianity is turn the other cheek. In Islam, we don't believe turn the other cheek. If someone slaps you, you have the right to slap them back. But you do not have the right to slap them twice if they slap you once. You understand? So it's about a level of fairness. right? Also, when it comes to now, you said jihad. Jihad in itself is something that even exists within Christianity, waging war in the belief of God, right? That in of itself is only one aspect of jihad. You have jihad al-nafs. Jihad al-nafs is the struggle within. That is about self-improvement, becoming closer to your deen. If you have an issue, say for example, someone has an issue with certain paraphernalia or substances, he's going through jihad al-nafs. Jihad al-nafs is him bettering, the fight is him bettering himself, coming closer to Islam, leaving that behind and becoming a better person. So the military aspect of jihad is only one aspect. But people typically, when they talk about Islam, they say jihad as if, yes, so a Muslim is going to come to you, he's going to unalive you. No, akhi, if you're a Christian, say for example, you live in Somalia, nobody's going to do anything to you.
Come on, man. Don't lie, man.
No, I'm not lying because look,
you lie, man. I'm not you Somali, my brother.
Are you serious?
Many Somalis, they are Christian. They are hiding from community.
One second, I can finish and you can go next, right? Now, the issue why you're struggling to understand the concept and what I'm saying to you is because you have tied Islam to Muslims. Now, if I'm to say to you, we are familiar with Ethiopia, majority of them are Christians, it's about 40-50%. You see what they're doing today. Am I going to say Christians are not peaceful? There's certain parts of in Ethiopia.
Come on, man. Who's doing something like
When I'm finished, so as I said to you, the actions of the people is not a reflection of the religion. The vast majority of Muslims are good kind people. However, there are Muslims that themselves do not conduct themselves in an Islamic manner, such as there are Christians that cannot conduct themselves in a Christianic manner. Now, if you're saying to me, oh, you're lying, am I going to go and say, you know what, colonialism, Christianity caused colonialism? Christianity, the reason Africans are no, it's not because of Christianity. It's because of that.
Can I give you again a topic, yeah? Listen, my brother. You tell me, it's crazy, man. You told me Islam in Somalia.
Hang on, wait a minute. I think I have that voice, yeah? You say Somalian, if you're Christian, nothing will happen to you. Yeah? That's untrue.
That's not necessarily true.
I am. No, believe me, you will be a target unless you are in Djibouti for 30% army white people or international. Somalia, if you become Christian, you're actually you want to be stoned. Analyze.
Yes, that's true, but there's a
Don't lie
difference.
to people.
No, but it's not
don't lie
like
to people.
No, it's not like one second. This is what I'm saying. Comprehension is key. People like to listen, they don't like to understand. Right? Listen, one second.
Lie, man. You guys. Sometimes, bro, I love you. Like as a person, I like you, bro. My warrior brother, you're my East African brother. But let me tell you something, bro. Yeah. If I am a Christian coming to your country, want to build a church, you're gonna say no. But you are here in the country, you have Muslim, whatever you want. You got me?
I'm Pakistani. I'm Pakistani. In Pakistan, it's a Muslim-dominated country, and we have many churches there. Come to Pakistan.
Well, bro,
I see them myself.
I never see that one.
Myself, I have seen them. You know what? I will tell you the link. It's very big. It's
Sorry, I'll remove that. I can remove it. Oh, thank you.
You know,
I don't follow it. Oh, okay. I'm just showing off to people who want to
there's
leave
a lot of churches.
Oh, now you get people to follow the lead. Right, so it'll be open to game for Bobby go TikTok.
Everybody.
But you know the mistake you make.
The only thing they're fighting over there is strife.
No, but you're
It's
wrong.
not about religion. No, it
You're wrong.
is.
No, because look,
Hang on here. Ethiopia has a history with writing scripts with the prophets, with all the prophets before you.
but this is what I'm saying. You're not comprehending what was being said. which is
No,
fine.
you say Muslim people are mean. Like telling you, no one is forcing you to be Muslim. Nobody is forcing you.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you, Adele. Free Nigeria, free Yemen, free Iraq.
Okay, but I was
Rampage brother, thank you, Rampage brother.
the difference is when it comes to
Free Iran, free
he said,
Turkey.
I as a Christian come to Somalia, nothing will happen to you. The key difference being you said you cannot be Christian in Somalia. That is a lie.
No, Somalia already has trouble.
Since you keep interrupting me, can I finish? Thank you. So as I was saying to you, there's a difference between evangelizing, right, and you yourself setting up this worship for an established
You cannot pick out a country and try to give yourself.
sister.
I'm telling you,
Okay,
you are growing.
sister.
Check later.
Okay. No, but can I finish? And then you can say whatever you want to say. I'll listen to you. I have 5 minutes to speak. If you keep interrupting,
But you're not making no sense.
no, but I am the reason I'm not making sense is because you keep interjecting and you're not listening. That's right. So as I've said to you, in Somalia, there is no Christian community, there is no church, there is no need for a church.
Why?
Right?
Why
I'll explain. Brother, this is what I'm saying. Actually, we're grown people. Let's talk one at a time, right? So when it comes to people,
I'd like to understand where you're from.
so when they come, I'm from Somalia. I'm from Somalia. So when it comes to, yes,
Christian.
I'm Muslim. So when it comes to,
I'm trying to get to know you.
no, but
Are you Christian? Are you Christian?
Sister, I've told you I'm Muslim. Stop asking me silly questions and listen to what I have to say.
No,
Right?
no.
So as I said to you, Muslims come into Somalia, right? Establishing a church and then evangelizing to the people is against the religion. You're not allowed to evangelize in Islam. However, you can go to Somalia and if you say, for example, there's 100,000 Christians in Somalia, they can set up a church for themselves to worship because it's their religion, right? But you're not allowed to take people out of religion. Islam does not allow that. So
Listen. Get the country.
Wait.
1 second, I'll finish. Wait, you keep telling me to wait. 1 second. If a country is trying to rebuild itself, how are you introducing a new thing? First of all, we need to build a country so people can feel free and then actually worship who they want to worship.
no, sister.
In the meantime, we need to build our country. Simple as that.
We are saying the change of itself doesn't make sense. We can build a country, right? There's no issue. For example, there's only one church in Somalia. The only church in Somalia is in Halane. Halane in of itself, that church is so that church is not open to the public. It's only for foreign diplomats for a place to worship. So what is the need for a church in Somalia? There's no Christians in Somalia. So what when you say
hang on here.
No, 1 second.
Whoever prays to is none of your business.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You yourself you're saying it's none of my business because you're talking from a person.
It is none of your business.
No, but
Who
listen.
pray to?
This guy, you're lacking comprehension.
Yeah.
There is no.
Udaifa can, I know that. Yeah, you're
I
right.
live in Somalia myself. There's no Christians in Somalia.
Of course he's not.
Welcome back, Em.
Somalians that are Christians are people that live outside Somalia that are Somali who may have reverted or born into Christianity. In Somalia, there is no Christian population in Somalia that are not so.
I'll tell you what. Because since the war, everybody left. The only people are left is the Somalian people. 99%.
But even before Somalia, there was only Somalia.
No, wait a minute.
Bro, do you not believe that
You
the
need
Christians in Somalia are
You
not
need
hype?
foreigners to have a church. You need other people to worship. Don't tell me the Somalian Christian people. They are there.
There's no
There
Somalia.
exists.
I've lived in Somalia.
Because you could not let them
Bro, you
have a
might have
church.
lived in Somalia. It doesn't mean you've seen everyone
Well,
in
he
Somalia.
doesn't
They
know.
shake everyone's hand, bro. You just know the majority of what religion you are. But you know that your neighbor could be Christian and just not telling you and scared because you might just think.
That's right.
Exactly, sister. It's just manipulation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask you something. If I come right to Nigeria and say, sorry, after half the population are Buddhists. How am I meant to know that? You're
How do
talking
people
from a
from
place of
Somalia to Nigeria?
Brother, your point is that cool, there's no Christians in Somalia. And tell me how you know that, because you went to Somalia?
I've lived in Somalia. I'm not
Yes,
saying
and because you've lived there, you've seen every single corner. Even your neighbor could have been fearful for his life, mate. You understand? There's no freedom of religion in Somalia. Be real, bro.
I never said it was freedom,
Yes.
right?
So you agree that there's no freedom of religion?
No, listen. When you're saying freedom of
That's
religion,
funny.
so when you're saying freedom of
Speaking of things that doesn't
Freedom of religion only means one thing, bro.
but
Worship
listen,
whatever
if
you
you're
want.
saying freedom of religion, that in of itself makes no sense. Freedom
How?
of religion to do
How?
what? There's no Christian.
What do you mean how? Yo, brother, did you just ignore the first things that I just said when I joined, bro? How do you know that your neighbor in Somalia that you lived in was massive wallahi, bro? You're saying wallahi to things you're not 100% sure for. What do you judge for that, bro?
Not in this life.
That's not what you're talking about, bro. I've lived there.
And how do you know? How do you know? Because you went to Somalia.
Brother, the only Somalis are Christian.
Oh, the people that live in the West and the people that.
Not in the West. Not in the
But
West.
if, cool, let's say I was from Somalia, bro, and I went back home and I'm a Christian. Not even went back home. Let's say I was born, I became a Christian in Somalia. Do you think people are gonna be so welcoming to me that I
And
can
nobody will
proclaim my
welcome you
religion?
because that's apostasy. That's Islam. If you're
Oh, so now that's apostasy, so there's no
Yeah,
freedom of religion then.
Agree. You can't even
We can
pass
agree.
the tribe. You can't even pass
Yeah,
the
bro,
tribe.
wherever you guys want to go, you want to be accepted, but in your own country, don't accept no one else. Brother, to develop as a country, you have to let everyone live there, bro.
You don't say
That's
accept,
religion.
brother. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People have no sense. Number one, people are not migrating to Somalia. It's not a place you want to migrate to. Second of all,
Come on.
if you know one thing.
Do you not believe that
Yeah,
one day?
would I, if I can, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Do you know
As I did earlier on.
Someone want to go there, bro?
Brothers and sisters, please, brothers and sisters, can you please respect each other? Let each other speak, okay? Because this way is a bit confused for other people. Thank you, Khan. Thank you, Khan.
Now, the issue being, it's against the law to evangelize. You can't go to Muslims and say, yo, come Christian or Jew or whatever. That is
They had a place to worship. Where is it?
No, but that's it. Bro, there's a foreign, where the embassies are in Halane, right? This is where the foreign diplomats worship. Like, to the public. What's the need of that? There's no church to the public because there's no Christians, bro. The only Somalis in East Africa, there's an established community in Kenya, and they have churches inside Somalia. There's no Muslims. Why? Because there are no Muslims. I mean, no.
Brother, they have churches in that part of Kenya because it's Kenya, bro. Kenya's 80% Christian, no?
That's what I'm saying to you. There's no Muslims in Somalia, bro.
Because you guys, would you even do a census? Have you even done a census, bro?
They've done a census, bro.
Yeah, and it's not okay, cool. So if 99% of the population in Somalia is Christian, why is Indonesia?
No, Muslim. He meant to say Muslim.
The highest percentage.
Higher population. It makes sense, bro. What are you talking about?
So you're telling me that, cool, 30 million Somalis, yeah? Actually, cool. That, I'll be real, you are correct, innit? They do have a high population, I just checked. By quite a bit, innit? But bro, let's be real, 99%, and show me which census has been taken, bro, and what year.
Yeah, the government innovates. So you can make the argument, right? That there may be some Somali Christians in Somalia, wherever.
Because there is, bro. You used to say that there's not anywhere.
On an individual basis, right? I'm not stupid, everyone knows that. But there's no Christian Somali community in I'm not gonna stop a church.
Because they can't be one. Shall I tell you why they can't be one? Because people are probably scared to leave their
Yeah,
house,
you're right,
bro.
Khan.
Do you understand? Be real with yourself and let's not beat around the bush, bro. Do you understand?
If I look at you, right? Once again, if I look at you, can I see whether you're Muslim, Christian, or you? Unless you tell me.
Probably could. You probably could, mate.
That don't make sense. I'm meant to know what you are from looking at you. It doesn't say Muslim on the forehead. It don't say Christian on the forehead.
Because the majority of where your religion is from, you're just gonna assume, no? If a person's from Congo, you're gonna assume he's. If a person's from Congo, Central of Africa, because he looks like it, you're gonna assume he's Christian. If a person's from Somalia, you're gonna assume they're Muslim. But just because you assume that the person's Somali doesn't mean he's Christian. I mean Muslim, bro. Do you understand, bro?
I never said so. All Somalis are Muslim. I'm saying in Somalia, all Somalis.
That's in your head. That's how everything is happening inside your head.
Let me ask you, sister, when's the last time you went back to the country?
Sorry?
When's the last time you
all the way to Japan, all the way to Canada, America,
I'm asking about your family. I'm asking about you.
we're international here.
No, I asked you when's the last time you were back to the country?
Where will I go back? Nobody
That's what I'm
there.
saying. So how
No. Cool, bro. You can clearly see that there's a bit of even a language barrier, bro. Let's not be honest. You can speak to me
My
normally.
family is
You know what I'm saying with her, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
he wants to judge me. I'll judge you.
Nobody is
One
judging.
second. You no,
I-
hold on, wait.
I am.
You know the Christianity.
I mean, what you think?
One second.
Can I let us speak a little bit? Thank you.
No, yeah, thank you so much. You know, before you said that Christianity, I watched the video. People being
Adifa Khan, sorry, thank you.
Somalia. One second. You're talking again. Sorry.
No,
I seen Christian Somalian. They were torturing them, stoning them. It was like a Stone Age time. So please don't tell me. Still, you recover from your tribe. How you like to tribe yourselves, yeah? Which we already know. Before you even touch religion, for people to be free to your country and say, can we build a church because we're Christian? You guys will not allow one bit. I bet that 100.
Okay, you're right, but the question is, church for who?
wait, first, why did they get stoned? The person that got stoned, bro. The person that got stoned, the people like him, the people like them. People like that. Any other country, bro, you'll be crying out human rights, bro. No? I said that's a lie, bro.
Number one, right? In Somalia, we have capital punishment law.
Capital punishment, yeah.
So understood this. Capital punishment is not stoning. Brother, they'll take AK, and I don't want to say a TikTok. I don't get it, but you can get the gist, right?
No, you said they got capital punishment by the government, bro. They got stoned.
What I'm saying to you, there's certain parts of the country that are run by extremists.
You will do terrible things.
What you're saying to me, no, but one second. What you're saying,
you will do terrible
No, that's
things.
Al-Shabaab that does that, yeah?
you're telling me the only people that need stories in that.
The only people, yeah.
So, what you
I'm pretty sure Al-Shabaab, cool, brother. Let's say, you know them rage bait videos, yeah? I see a lot of Somalis in the comments, and I'm not saying Somalis in the comments, yeah, that represent every Somali. But brother, I see even kids say, come do this in Somalia. You see them Christian Somalis that go on TikTok live? I see kids go on their TikTok comments and say, come to Somalia, that's a threat, we'll kill you. We'll do this one alive, sorry, because of the live regulations. Is it inbuilt? Is it inbuilt, bro? Is it not inbuilt? That you don't want no one around you, that's not you, bro.
It's not no one around me. That's okay. You know what? You're right to say me. Yes, we're highly a little bit. I'm not even lying.
You are stopping the money.
Oh, come on, bro.
Stopping the money.
However, right?
You're stopping the money that's supposed to be coming to Somalia because of your prejudice.
It's true, but carry on, brother. Carry on.
Yes, so as I was saying, right? Even when a liberal makes this argument, the funny thing is, liberalism is leaving people be, right? You have yours, I have mine. That's the liberals. The liberals that cover this argument, right? So as a liberal, I'm gonna say you're a liberal, but you can't tell people what to do in their country. Even conservatives don't say that. So at the end of the day, no one's saying when we come here, we adopt to the society, leave them alone. You live in the UK, you can't actually, you're not telling them no money, saying
Would you let them?
no one is saying that.
Yeah.
So in Somalia, So whatever government system they want to implement, right? That is up to them. Brother, I'm putting to their positions. You can't beat Somali.
As the sister just said, brother, it's stopping a lot. You see, cool, bro. Somalia, since that civil war, yeah, bro, obviously, we're not going to say it's been in the best place, but you guys have been 99% Muslim since, bro. Do you understand? Have you man been doing good? Have you man been doing good?
But the thing is, that's got nothing to do with religion, bro.
It's not, no, wait, I know, bro. It's partly, we cannot say it's nothing to do with religion. If you, as a Somali, everything with you is religion. You get it? If you, your personality and your identity is religion, as you would agree, yeah?
Let me put it to you.
I'm not even finished. Brother, for 30 years, if you man's been living a certain way, brother, 2 + 2 is 4, bro. If I'm doing something one way and it's not working for 40 years, I'm going to have to do something else. As the sister just said, how much money are you guys stopping to your country being how you are?
No, I agree with that. That's a good argument, but that's not nothing to do with religion. at the time in the 1970s, Somalia was a top 5 country in Africa.
You just want to pick somebody that's
So at that
different.
point, at that point, we were still
Different.
But was he not secular, bro? He was a secular country, no?
we wasn't. No,
He was a secular country before the 1960s, bro.
No.
Ah, bro, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You man had a period of secularism, yeah, where your country wasn't an Islamic state, bro. Come on, let's be real. You're Somali, you should know this.
You're saying
He was always.
Somalia today, by definition, is technically a secular country. It does not deal in Sharia.
Bro, come on, man, lie. Bro, that's manipulation to the heart. Don't say that, bro. What? I'm not even Muslim, but I'm not even say. Don't even say what lie for that, bro. Cause, bro, obviously you're saying because you might 100% believe it.
Have you looked at the constitution in Somalia?
Wait,
Nah, you tell me, bro. But I just see what I see, bro.
The constitution, Somalia in of itself, there's no country today on this earth that implements
like
Sharia.
listen to his own voice.
You're saying that there's no Muslim state. There's no Muslim state. There's no Muslim state.
According
There's no Islamic state.
according to Deen, there's no Islamic state. Sharia,
No Islamic state, yeah. So freedom of religion should be allowed.
Wait.
Simple, bro. Just as you say, just as the UK to you is not a Christian country. Let me tell you something. Sorry, sister. History, yeah. History never gets wiped out by population. Culture can never get wiped out by population. Yeah? Let me tell you something. It's in the UK, bro. You man say the UK is not a Christian country. The UK is. It doesn't matter if there's one Christian left in the UK, bro. It's still gonna be a Christian country, bro. Do you understand? No. Of course, because things change over time, but culture doesn't change. Tradition and history don't change, bro.
The UK is a Christian majority country, not a Christian country.
Brother, so you're telling me from when these man had the monarchy thousand years ago, these men weren't Christian, bro.
At that time it was.
Yes, and England, when it was the Romans, weren't England, bro. So at the end of the day, it was a different.
Actually, this is what I'm saying. When you look at the laws today, right? For example, if it's a Christian country, it is borderline haram, whatever, blasphemy for two men to get married. The amount of things that happen in society today would not happen in a Christian society. It's not a Christian nation. It's a secular nation, right? That is a Christian majority.
Okay.
It's the same with Somalia today. It is not implement Sharia law, bro, in its entirety.
Brother, come on, let's be honest. If I went to Somalia and I was wearing a cross just walking down the road, be honest, what's gonna happen, bro?
Well, nothing's gonna happen.
Wallahi, nothing's gonna happen.
You'll be
Are you being for real, bro?
safe in Djibouti. You'll be safe in
You'll be safe, yes, more than safe in Djibouti, bro.
Yeah, you'll be safe in Djibouti.
Well, let me
This is
ask you,
international.
you lot are coming.
But over there.
You lot are coming.
No.
Like Somalis care who's Christian,
No.
less people, right?
Now, tell me.
One second.
Tell me. It's an airplane. Do you have an airport?
Oh, okay, go on.
No, hang on. You answer me.
Thank you for letting us speak as well, Pochettino, man. I appreciate it.
Would you please ask me, do you have international airport in Somalia?
Yes.
Where does it fly from?
What do you mean?
Europe? Like Europe. You guys are actually treated like antisocial. So, do you know that? So, how could you talk about Christianity if your whole country is being treated like antisocial?
Sister, no one was talking about Christianity, so I don't think.
No, we were there. That's where we were.
See, if the country is 99% Muslim, why is there still Al-Shabaab, bro? Everyone's Muslim.
Brother, Al-Shabaab, I'm not even going to say that. Al-Shabaab, right?
Yeah, my bad.
It's fine. They're extremists, brother. Just like me asking, why? Bro, these people are nuts. They're mentally ill. They have a wrong, they're not even Muslims according to Deen, right?
We are more Muslim than you. We converted.
Come on, sister, let's not say that. Sister, let's not say that, man. Come on, sister, let's not disrespect.
For idiot to understand.
Come on, sister, let's not. Sorry about that, Pochettino, innit?
Right. So as I was saying to you, the reason they're there, right? Number one, it's a proxy for other governments, right? They're directly funded by the UAE. It's been documented. They're trained and armed by the US, right? The same people helping you fight Ukraine are feeding Al-Qaeda. This is well documented.
See, you all over the place. You
But
are
sister,
all over the place.
one second, please. You have your time.
Train your
Okay, just take the mic. Well, just take the mic. Go on.
No, I appreciate how patient you are, bro, man. Alright, sister, please, let him speak, man. Please. Pochettino, go ahead.
So as I was saying to you, right, the US government in of itself, right, and also Kenya, directly utilize Al-Qaeda. But these people, right, when you look at them, there's not really an extremist group. How like Al-Qaeda and IS work. These people are ingrained in every metric of society, right? So when you look at this and when you have a government in of itself that was only formed in 2012, right? How am I meant to be fighting people? After so many times we've gone there, they've captured lives, they've unaligned them. You can't defeat an ideology with force. You need systems and institutions to battle stuff like this. And the government is not able to do that.
You're talking a lot. Can I ask you a question? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah, you're young. You don't remember the 1980s. What happened to Somalia?
Speak about these things, man. These things are in the past. You know,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, thank you. Let's sister talk. Sister, there's a good point. 1980s. Yeah, go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
No, Somalia we used to call it the Paris of Africa. Free healthcare, free university, travel all over the place. But they used to be with the Soviets. They call it communist. Yeah. And then you have the American who came and said, "We bring you a new something."
Democracy.
Democracy.
Yeah.
Which it was running fine, but then you brought something new, and then destroy a whole continent. And the trade invited more, telling us we're pirates, and like you owe us to pay your taxes because all the goods going through here. Say we should be focusing on that instead of who is Christian and who is Muslim. That's none of your business what goes on in people's head. That's their fate. No one is
She's probably talking about
responsible.
you know, right?
No one is responsible for somebody who's praying to God. Good God, none of your business. But at the meantime, if you want to take care of Somalia and then you want to remember who you are, and you start first by building your country and then demanding the trade, all the money that's passing through to the Gulf, yeah? They're not paying the tax. Should be asking for that tax.
Yeah, man, bro, to be honest, so cool. Before I joined, what was the main topic? Because I joined.
It was about Christianity, like a church and some shit. You know, who cares about who you pray to? Like, we're all human beings. We all have our own fault. We all have our own God. If we want to pray to, who cares? Your next door neighbor could be Jewish, Christian, and everything, but we all share the same air. Yeah? And we have a family to say, look, if I can't see you, can you look out for my family? Then we build community. We look after each other's when nobody is, the other one is sleeping, the other one is ill, the other one is dead. Yeah, see, that's what I want to go back to. Human. Are you human enough? The question is, right now is, are you human? Could you let another human be another human? Yeah, that is none of your business. You're not paying their bills. They pray to a different God. If you leave them alone, no, it's our country. We stone them because what? Unless you have to give you money. My God, this is really Stone Age mindset. Oh yeah, they're stoning the Christian too. Yeah.
So that is not happening. Oh, at the end it's gone.
To ask
you a question.
I've been following Somalian politics for a long time because I am one of them.
No, but sister, I'm saying to you, everything you see on the internet is not true. This is
It's not the internet. It's not the internet. No, I'm talking to you on the phone. Thanks for TikTok. No, thanks for TikTok, because we can actually talk to each other now and say, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. You should be asking money from the American people who's passing through their ship to your land without paying
you're talking about asking Americans for money. They're the number one.
Yeah, you're the one who said American. I'm hearing you everywhere.
No, but 1 second, sister, 1 second. Somalia today is not a failed nation because of religion. It's got nothing to do with religion.
You need to recover from the tribe first.
No, but sister,
I'll say the whole of Africa needs to do it, but I understand what you mean.
No, but 1 second, I agree with you to a certain extent, right? Tribalism is not the issue in Somalia. Tribalism is the symptom. The reason being, when you have no governance, when you have no a government that only controls maybe about 30% of the country, right? What do people revert to? People are going to, from 1991, there was no institutions until 2012. The government was formed in 2012. What people do? Of course, you're going to revert to tribalism because that's the only.
Yeah, I know.
So
like I know.
Yeah, so when tribalism began in 2016, you can say tribalism was the issue in Somalia. Today, tribalism is not really an issue in Somalia beyond people insulting each other and certain small tribal skirmishes, right? When it comes to the actual problem within a country, it's got absolutely nothing to do with that.
I need to ask someone. It's so funny.
Yeah, bro. If anything, what? Cool. I haven't even asked you. I see you from the flag. What? From Somaliland?
Yep.
Yeah, come on, man. Cool. But if anything, bro, I know what you mean, man. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking. We all have our own problems. But as like acknowledgement is what we need to go forward. See, calling a spade, working with like, bro, I'll be honest, bro. Like calling a spade, working with neighbors, no matter what religion they are, like these things are things that will build you to something crazy, bro. Like crazy, I mean good. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Obviously, as you've admitted, Somali people are xenophobic. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
You guys are stopping the money.
Don't mix business with pleasure and pleasure with religion.
That's right.
These things, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people that still do business with Israel, bro. Do you understand? There's governments in like 90% of, like 95% of governments still do business with Israel.
Yeah. Hello.
Like Somalia.
Hello,
you see Somalia, bro.
Hello, new guest. What's your name? Sorry,
see Turkey, that's allied with Somalia now. Brother, these men were selling oil to Israel all up until 2 months ago, bro. But obviously, you man say that you man love Turkey, and obviously not love Turkey, but obviously on the social media, you man would say that, yeah, Somalia, Turkey, and that. But really and truly, bro, these men are doing the same things. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? At the end of the day, these men are doing business with Israel. Don't mix business with pleasure and pleasure with religion and etc., bro.
That's right.
You know what? I'm not saying you have to, but I'm saying in general, just don't mix business with pleasure, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Brothers and sisters, we got somebody on the a new guest. I think he's Jewish. Yeah.
Hi, hello, brother.
Hello. Yeah. What's your name?
Talking about religion. Get ready.
My name is David.
David.
Yeah, man, life, man, really and truly, bro. Pochettino, I know you come from a good place, innit? That, bro, you're letting us speak, you're giving her time to speak, and that, you know what I'm saying, bro? You know?
No,
shouting down the phone.
Bye.
Thank you, sister. Let me just speak with the new guest. Hello, man. Did you say David or David?
David, yes.
David, yeah. David, do you follow any religion?
Yes, I'm a practice Orthodox Judaism. My church or my synagogue is of the rabbinic people of London, that team. And yeah, I subscribe myself to Judaism.
All right. So you're a converter. You convert to Judaism. All right.
No, I was.
You born into it.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, obviously. Yeah. Go ahead, sister.
Don't assume that anything's even gonna be said. Come on, man. Come on, sister, man.
David. So I'm just here to show. Yeah, I'm just here to show some love, David. Thank you.
Have a good day, guys. Big up, man. Come on, bro. Have a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Em. Thank you for coming up, Em. Again, we appreciate you. Pochettino and sister, you guys been good, and it's good to have a different mindset. I think with different mindset, we can always come into good conclusion. I think life is life because people got different mindset. People think different way. I think sometimes that's the only way we can find the answer.
They say love your neighbor. The whole world is my neighbor. Because I like to visit every country while I'm alive. It's once in a lifetime you're alive, you know?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so for what's the point of hating? If you spend your whole time of hating other people, you have wasted.
Miserable life. You become miserable.
Amen. Amen. Love everyone. Yeah? Right. I'm out. And let's talk about Somalia.
Yeah, sister. Thank you so much. We're gonna be following you. I wanted to speak with David to ask him about. He's gone. I wasn't to ask him about what you think about Palestine and Israel, but he's Jewish, so he's gone. Yeah, I was gonna ask him to see what he thinks. But we for the past few days actually.
No, he was just checking because we were talking about religion. And he said, what about us? You know, everybody's saying, what about us?
Yeah.
Everybody's asking, what about us?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him a question,
Save
but
the world.
yeah.
And if you do that, Palestine, that is too much.
Yeah. Actually, past few days,
Somalia.
yeah, past few days I had some people from Israel, direct from Israel, they came live to speak. Obviously, they were speaking about good thing about Israel, and then they don't want Palestinian in their land. So, but yeah,
You
people.
know, Ethiopia, I was born in Ethiopia, and we had all the prophets who ran away because of the old regime, because they're bringing new regime to write this old scripts. You know, Protestant, Jew, Christianity, Muslim, all coexisted once upon a time.
Yes.
That's
So
not
I
true.
don't know why we cannot do that again.
Pochettino, it's not true.
No, look, I understand what the sister means. It's good to preach peace and stability. But if you look at the history, Muslims and Christians have never been peaceful in Ethiopia. Isn't it? Going back to the 14th century, 10th century, they've been at war.
Here, okay. We'll bring in the Quran. You know, have you ever read the whole Quran?
Yes.
Okay. What did it say about Mary and Jesus in it?
Lisa, the Maryam, yeah, like the mom gave birth to him. Like, what specifically are you asking?
So you believe that Christianity is already in the Quran?
Yes, but this is not the issue of a Christian.
So what's the problem then?
There's no problem, sister. I'm misunderstanding. But I'm saying the notion that Christians and Muslims have lived peacefully in Ethiopia is a lie. That's actually incorrect. It's
Oh
not
no, the most tribe. No, it's the government behind it.
no, even before what was known as Ethiopia existed.
We're talking about thousands of years ago. Thousands
Even
of years
today,
ago.
like they've never lived peacefully. They've been warring kingdoms.
Is that not what the ark of the covenant is there?
No, but look, you're coming from a religious aspect. I'm coming from a historical.
But that's what you were talking about religion. It's like that we have we pray in our own paths.
No, but you're not getting a question, sister. I'm saying to you, look, peace is good. But what I'm saying to you.
No, you're changing our mind now.
No.
You're changing our mind. You're being humble.
No, I'm not changing my mind. But I'm saying to you, right?
Who is God to you? What relationship do you have with God?
Worship. Well, what else is there to do that?
Yeah, so that's your business, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. Can you ask me a
Is
question?
anybody there while you're praying?
Yeah, sometimes I'm praying in the mosque, yeah.
Yeah. So everybody looking one way?
Sister, ask me a question.
I mean forward.
Yes.
Everybody looking one way and one person leading.
Yeah.
All religion has the same thing. What makes you think your religion is better than the other one?
But look, that's not the argument I put forth, though, sister. Yeah, I understand it wrong again. This is what I'm saying to you. Like, you said they've lived peacefully. Peace is a good thing. Nobody denies that. We should all work towards peace. However,
Somalian people need to get their shit together.
Okay, good. Yes, you're correct with that. Under the
Nokia, come on in, Nokia.
Thank you. I'm not saying so much. It's true. We're under the Arab slave. We have been under the Arab slave like 1,500 years now. That's a lie.
Guess what?
Yeah, Pochettino.
Guess what? The Somalian people are nomads. Yeah? And they still need to take the herd outside and travel and still migrate animals.
Can I ask you?
But other people generation died over even the Egyptians because they intermingled the blood. The Somalian people always went. Would you believe we even related to the north?
What do you mean?
To the Neanderthal. We are related.
No, we're not. Sister, stop saying that. Oh,
We are.
No, but we're not.
We're going through thousand years ago. If you know history,
No, sister, this is
you
what I'm
will be
saying.
humble
No, but sister,
that
this
you
is
are
what
just a human trying to eat.
Yeah, Pochettino. Yeah, Nokia came in. Nokia says from Nokia came in because a lot of brothers and sisters from Somalia divide in this thing. Nokia came in and said that Somalia was conquered by the Arab mentally, right? And then you're saying that Somalia was not under the Arab rules. So Nokia, can you come in and speak with Pochettino?
They brought the religion. Let me say to you, they brought the religion. We didn't say, oh, we're gonna kill you or bury you.
Hey,
We still have now. One second. They had the other stuff before, like Christianity had paganism, Somalia had other stuff. But there was a new system. Wait a minute. There was a new system. They said, oh,
Pochettino, please, Pochettino. Pochettino, please, listen, please.
A new word order is like die or follow. What do we have to do? Like say, look, we don't need to die. We still need a herd. We still need our milk. We still need to travel and graze the grass with the animals. That's what we did. We're the longest living being, even Egypt extinct. We're still here. If we have that mindset still today, we will outlive everyone. Because we have to take care of our own business. So prayers, oh God, you keep it to your own house. Pray in your own time. But you still have to work and eat, no?
Okay, sister.
That's how Somalian,
yeah, sister. There's these things about Somalia. We got division Somalia, brothers and sisters from Somalia. Some accept the Arab.
Don't know the history.
Yeah, some accepted the Arab.
Arabs. Let me tell you about the Arabs. These people
Sister, can we
see
talk?
us. Oh, 1 second.
Can we have a chance to talk?
These Arabs, I'm finished.
No, okay, let sister speak for 2 minutes and we'll come back to you.
These Arab people see us as subhuman. They're better than us. The lighter the skin, the better they are. So since we are darker, they like to invite us for work and say, oh, the cleaning and everything. While our country is trying to recover, every man of the country left. The most intelligent people left. And what we have left is a country. Do you understand? As a natural human being, you will go for his food and water and milk and butter and everything else. Yeah? So we left back home, and then you have somebody saying about, or if they build a church, what kind of mentality is that?
Thank you.
You're going to do what to them? What are you going to do to them?
Thank you for
Thank you, sister.
Let's see him. Sir, I don't know what this guy, Patusino, I don't know the history of Somalia. We are being conquered from the Arabs, both physically and mentally. And even today, you can buy Somalis in Qatar and Bahrain through the apps. You can buy Somali girls. So I don't know why these Somali people are claiming this all kind of shit. But we are under the Arab slaves. We've been under the Arab slaves. So,
that's right.
so I hope my people will question. I got a question for you. Why are you?
Here. Example one. Example one.
Sister, please.
I have to get closer to that. I have to read Arabic.
Thank you, sister. Sister, just 1 second.
Sister.
Sister.
In English.
Sister, just let Pochettino ask Nokia question, please. Thank you, sister.
Yes. You said was conquered this and that. No, that's fake news propaganda. Name me one time in history Arab came to Somalia and conquered that. Never. So everything that people say, I can understand to say certain Arab governments use Somalia, certain factions of Somalia as a proxy. Yes, that is knowledgeable, that's accounted. But a lot of people, I'll be honest with you, a lot of Somalis have been brainwashed just to hate Arabs, particularly the ones that hate that are not Muslim, right? They think, oh, all of a sudden
I'm trying to finish that guy because.
I'm listening to you. You're talking shit. Okay, don't say subhanallah. Don't bring God in this equation. No, don't bring equation. Don't bring God to this equation. Just you and TikTok. You're not gonna change nobody's mind, yeah?
Yeah, no. Yeah, Pochettino, why? Yeah, you were telling Nokia why you don't think the Arab conquer not just Somalia, mental and physical, not just Somalia, but why you think so? You don't think so?
I'll explain to you, brother. The reason why a lot of Somalis, and I'm not saying Nokia himself, right, is saying that, but a lot of Somalis, they hate Arabs. The reason why I can't find Arabs themselves have never done anything. If anything, you should hate a European man, which is the whole reason why a country today is destabilized, right?
Yeah, Pochettino, sorry. Don't you think that the Arab was doing that before the Europeans?
No, but that's what I'm saying, brother. There's no history of Arabs ever conquering Somalia. Look at history. You can ask them what time period did Arabs ever physically conquer any land in Somalia? The only basis they base this upon is, the Islam came from Arabs. No, Islam came from God, and the Arabs taught us Islam, and we accepted it out of our own volition. But we have our own kingdom, own history.
You have one before that.
Sister. Yeah, sister, let him speak so Nokia can reply back.
Okay.
Sister, just give him a minute. Nokia need to respond back when you finish.
So as I was saying,
I think Pochettino just went off. Nokia, sorry. I think I was waiting for.
Yeah, an Arab never conquered you, number one, physically. He never ruled over you, number two. An Arab person, even when you look at what you call that, if we help, right? The Arab country in of itself, yes, it's destabilized to some degree, but the Somalis that talk like this have no accountability. When Somalia speaks today, right? What you're talking about is the average person. There's a lot of Somali people that are racist, right? That hate other people. Am I gonna say now every Arab, every Somali hates every Arab? No, it's nonsense. The people that talk like this, there's no fact basis to it. Just say you hate Islam. That's the reality of the situation. A lot of people hate Islam. A lot of Africans talk like this is that. What has an Arab done to you as an African?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Nokia.
What about East Africa? So if you read the history back in the 1800s, you can see England bought Oman from East Africa. That means they bought the Somalis from East Africa.
But that's a lie, because look,
that's in the history book.
No, but when you talk about the history, Oman never ruled Somalia. Oman was only up to the Swahili coast. So when you're claiming that, and even when you talk about the Pan-African, the Arab slave trade, brother, as Somalis, I'll be honest with you, we were selling people too. It's not something to be proud of, but we partook in the history. Somalia itself was never conquered. What you're talking about doesn't even make sense. When you look at when you look at the treaties, one second, when you look at the treaties, right? There's letters that are written between the Sultan of Zanzibar and the Geledi Sultanate and the Majority Sultanate. They themselves talk. So that in of itself tells you why would two people communicate if two distinct entities and send ministers and so on and so forth, right? If I'm conquered, that doesn't make sense. The history you're quoting is not even historian himself will tell you this is factually incorrect. Omani do not claim to rule Somalia. No Omani claims to rule Somalia, even if you look at the history. They don't claim to rule Somalia. So what you're saying doesn't even make sense.
I think the England bought from them. Like the England bought. Can you please tell me, Italian and French bought also some pieces from them? How come?
Oh, but that's what does that have to do with Somalia?
That means you guys are owners. We are owners.
No, we didn't, brother. You're talking nonsense. Somalis used to themselves conduct raids into Ethiopia and the highlands and sell people. And when you conquer people, you sell them. I'm not saying it's proud. I'm just quoting the history, right? Not to start anyone. But what you're saying doesn't even make sense. This is the reason.
What time did Somalia conquer any place? Where did they go?
Okay, number one, you have the Rafat Sultanate. Number two, you have the Ada Sultanate. Number three, you have the Jura Sultanate. You have the Geledi Kingdom. You have what else? You had the Hobby. You had the Hobby. One second. You had the Hobby Sultanate. Even the thing is, this is what I'm saying. People that don't know things shouldn't spit things they don't understand. Because even the British themselves documented this history, right? So what you're claiming doesn't even make sense. When did Oman ever rule Somalia? There was no ruler, bro. They had rulers and they were Somalis.
Tax.
The only time Somalia was ever conquered was through colonialism. The Europeans. Before that, there was no time.
So the Arabs took your money, yeah?
No, but you're saying, you're saying Arabs took my money. Where? I traded with them.
Yeah. Hang on, wait a second. You know the Red Sea and the Gulf region?
Yes.
You know that, yeah. You know the sea. You know how all the money goes through all the way to the Niles in Egypt to Europe, yeah?
Yes.
The reason why Somalia is like that because they don't want to pay nothing. And people like you who say that it's okay, they're not paying.
You're not even grasping the conversation.
We have a problem.
Just let us finish. You
want to advocate for the Arabs.
Sister, you're not even understanding the conversation.
Do they pay you much?
Let me finish with the problem. You can say whatever.
Pay you too much money, yeah?
Okay, inshallah. You need to leave them. So as I was saying to the brother, number one, right? Somalis themselves, you haven't provided me with no historical account. You just keep reiterating things that don't make sense. We had an honor, this is that, which is like, there's never been an instance where Somalia was conquered. The only time Somalia was conquered was through colonialism, like the rest of Africa. Who else conquered you? You're like, bring me historical sources, bring me some. I could point you more than 10 sources right now to refute your claims.
Okay, brother, what do you have to say about that?
May I speak?
Yeah.
If you read the English trading agreement between Oman and the British Empire, you can see that they bought us from Oman. That means when they're getting Somaliland and the French were getting Djibouti, they had negotiations with the Omans. That means you were under the Oman's empire. We had nothing to say about it. It's like saying today you guys are running Dubai or something like that. We know you guys are mates washing the toilets. Bro, wake up to reality, man.
Okay, there's a simple question for that. Let me break it down for you like this. If the Omanis, right, were in charge of Somalia, like you claim, right, why is it when the British came, they had to fight and they signed treaties with the sultans on the land? Doesn't make sense. You've already bought it. Why would you sign treaties with the people there? That doesn't make sense. You're talking about the same. One second, the same person you're talking, the same sultan you're talking about, is the shortest war in the world. Within one day, the British people conquered Zanzibar. The sultan he himself, like this, I'm saying, you're reiterating the history you yourself don't know.
Because the Zanzibar later was they fought against them because they didn't want to assault by the Afghans.
That's a lie. That's what I'm saying, brother. Just go do your research. Wallahi,
You're telling me Oman used to own Zanzibar, but they didn't own Somalia.
Listen, what you're saying, this is what I'm saying, you yourself don't know the history you're spitting. The Omanis had the Swahili coast, which included Zanzibar up to Lamu. It never went past that. The Kismayo claim in of itself is debatable. They never conquered no land in Somalia. We had competing sultans at the same time. We went to war with them. Make it make sense. Why would we go to a war with people you yourself have conquered? That doesn't make sense. How can you conquer people and claim to rule and at the same time be at war with them? The Omani Sultan never said what never. No Omani troops ever fought with Somalia. One second, sister. If anything, when you look at the Sultan of Zanzibar, right, he himself claimed we have no foothold in Somalia. They themselves used to ask the Somali Sultan, right, the Somali Sultan in Mogadishu for safe passage back to Oman. That in of itself tells you that they didn't control the trading routes. They used to buy slaves. That in of itself tells you that they did not have the power to conquer. What are you talking about?
I think you're talking a lot of bull, you know? Like you're going all over the place. One minute is a religion, next minute is tribe, next minute is this, next minute. You need to stand in one thing and one thing and only. Who are you? Where you come from? And why are you here? Let me tell you, that was a new world order. You know, everybody had to follow until we die. No. Don't speak to me in Somalian so other people can hear it. No second language. No second language. No second language. Speak English. Speak English.
You don't understand.
Not a favor here.
No, don't speak to me.
Don't speak to me. I don't know you. I don't know you. Speak English. Unbelievable. Talking to me in my own language.
Yeah, sorry guys, somebody came in making noise.
Yeah, I think that person's probably more upset than what's happening, but
yeah,
it's okay. It's just a discussion.
Yeah. But to be honest,
you don't need to be.
Yeah, to be honest, brothers and sisters, I think this is a conversation we need to have more time because we need to talk. Obviously, every different mindset is good. Maybe we can come to a conclusion about all this division. You know, in the end of the day, we are divided.
My conclusion is everybody needs to pay their tax, and the country is supposed to have their own flag, their own airport, their own money. Yeah, so nobody ever leaves them. You know?
Yeah, you know that in Africa, in Africa, even though there's no proper government, we're paying tax to UE, European Union. You know, like when they, force small business pay tax, that money don't stay in the country, come to Europe.
You know, I always say, no, when the government, never mind Africa, because they owe it to Europe, because whatever they've done to us before. Yeah? And then when they say we owe, let's say America, yeah? They say we owe 13 billion. Who are you owing 13 billion? You know? So I'm saying somebody else in charge.
Oh yeah, definitely the big corporation, the big corporation and the royal families.
I don't think the royal family is other. Those we put in front of us is just like a Christmas tree. You know?
Yeah, it's like president. They're only they're only the faces.
The other people who work in the shadow. They're not seen. They pay their way when they elect a president, and then they say, "I want you to pass this law for me, so I don't get poor, but you can tax the poor." And then poor people scrambling around like a scrambled egg. And then say, oh, the reason why we're like this is because of Christian, because of the Muslim, because you're black, you're white. No, because we're poor.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
If all the poor people, how many of us are in this world?
Billions.
So many hungry and angry people. It makes you hungry. If you're angry, you're hungry. No? So what I'm saying is, who is the spokesman who said that, oh, this don't blame that religion, don't blame Religion is personal.
That's not true though.
It is personal. It's nothing to do with you, what goes inside my head and my heart.
That's
It is personal. I can, if I want to pray to a tree, if I want to pray to a tree, I can pray to a tree if I like it.
That's your prerogative, right?
You cannot tell me.
No.
Yeah.
But say,
But
okay,
who are you telling me that's not right?
just go on mute for a second.
No, you're not making any sense.
Yeah, brother and sister.
Yeah, brother.
Mahmoud.
When it comes to religion, yes, it is a personal affair. However, at the same time, sister, please just go on mute. Just go on mute. Like, you're starting to
Are you gonna talk to me in Somalian?
No, but you're just starting to
Yeah, Pochettino and sister, we if can we let Mahmoud speak so that way maybe we can balance the conversation. Yeah, Mahmoud.
Yeah.
You're right.
Previously, I heard that brother was mentioning Oman. I agree with him 100%. If someone claims that Oman controls Somalia, is totally factually incorrect. And if you want to see why it's incorrect, you go and look at the whole of East Africa, the coastal regions. The Omanis left settlements there.
Yeah.
They intermarried with the people of that
region.
location. So they have a presence in those areas. In Somalia, they have no presence whatsoever. And even if you do say, oh yes, they do have a presence. During that time, there was the spice trade was happening. You had Portugal who also wanted to get into this trade, and Turkey was also there.
Yeah.
They were aligned with Somalia, and Oman was also aligned with Somalia. So everything was about trade. So if you're claiming that Oman colonized or used to have Somalis as slaves, then Turkey, who is a greater opponent or a greater force, how come they didn't have Somalia as slaves? What makes Oman greater than Turkey at that point? You understand?
Yeah.
So everything at that period was to do with business and commerce.
That's right.
So individual who says Somalia was colonized, I don't believe. 100%.
Yeah, well, broken, okay, it's gone.
And if you do claim slavery happened and people were sold as slaves,
No,
every African nation who had some sort of empire participated in this, regardless if you're from West Africa, North Africa, you all participated. If you had a kingdom, you were doing that kind of thing. And it wasn't because of Islam. It was because you were more powerful than the other tribe or group of people.
The way we had our own culture way before Muslim arrived. We were surviving. But when somebody said, this is a new world order, you must follow. Like you have herds, you have a family, you have a community to herd and what do you call it? Grass, to get a grass and water because the season, working with the seasons. Long time ago, people were doing that. But if somebody comes and say, like conquering another country, yeah, or democracy or whatever they bring you this day and age, it's the same thing that's happening right now. We have to accept that we are responsible for our own domain.
Yeah, that's what Brother Mahmoud was talking about. It's down to business. But obviously, Brother Mahmoud was saying some people, in Africa participate in some of the things that have been happening for centuries or thousands of years.
Seriously, I would not build a church in Somalia, not yet. I will think that twice.
Also, your this sister right here, I don't know if you have an issue with Islam. I'm not sure, but
no, I don't. No. Brother, hey, a man see you mood. You like my mood.
Mahmoud, yeah, Mahmoud.
Act like mood. Oh, Muhammad. Call you Muhammad.
Just, yeah. Okay.
I don't have see, when somebody study the scripts and see it's happening, you observe it. You open your eyes, I'm not talking about the third eye, that's another shenanigan. They just watch what's happening. Because I used to be a refugee, yeah? Now I settled with the Christian people. So they don't bother me, I don't bother them. We coexist. So I don't think Somalia is ready yet until Somalia is fixed. Who's going to disagree with me?
Listen, I think what you're trying to suggest is Somalia needs Christianity, and I'm not going to go there. No. This is the sense
I did not say that.
No,
See, you like to pick what you want to see. I said one last time.
What did you say?
Still Somalia everybody is happy. It's built. Everybody is happy. Church cannot happen. You know why? Because they're gonna take the anger on somebody else.
What are you implying? So I'm confused.
Yeah, because
are you trying to say
you guys are not ready for Christian next door neighbor?
So Mahmoud, brother, basically, I think she's saying that, in Somalia, you cannot build a church. If you build a church,
Not yet.
If you build a church, if you're trying to bring Christianity in Somalia, they will, get rid of you. That's what she's trying to say.
Can you give me a second? I can give you my perspective. You see now, if you look at Somalia, you would say it's a 99% Sunni Christian, Sunni Muslim country. Yeah. The economy is not destroyed because of Islam. The economy is destroyed because of individuals who are greedy, and their hunger has led them to, destroy the nation. Now, if we look at other African countries where they have Islam as the prominent religion, you can see countries in West Africa, for example. What is that country with Ibrahim Traore? You see
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso, within a period of 2 years, this guy's built highways, hospitals, free education. He's done so much for his people in a short period of time. And then what is different between him and the person who's also Muslim in a different country is one is corrupt and one is not corrupt. And one is serving for his people and the other serving for his stomach. So what this girl is trying to imply, from what I understand is, things have happened, but you're trying to say Somalis are going to be against these people or these people. No, we are welcoming of everyone. But the problem is time. When
sister, please let me speak. Sister, please. Thank you.
My perspective is, if you are interfighting with each other for a very long time, and you see a new group of people come into the equation, you already have issues. You think you're going to be welcoming of this person? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
It's insulting religion.
Ego.
Different. If your next door neighbor is Christian, would you respect his space? No.
Yes. Actually, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everyone.
Walaikum salam, ego, brother.
Yeah, I'm originally from Pakistan, British Pakistan. What I had my life experience by talking, actually we talk about very small issues. And number one, she don't have, number one, whatever I gain, what she is saying, she don't have issue about Islam.
Oh, you talking about me? Hang on 1 second.
Yes, sister, yeah.
No. Sister, 1 second, 2 seconds. I heard you, I listen you, and you
talk about me like I'm not here.
Sister, please. He knows you are there. He knows you are there. He's been listening on the background, but yeah, just give him a few minutes, please. Thank you, sister. Go ahead, brother. Eagle.
Sister, I'm saying whatever you said before the sister, she don't have issue with the Muslim or Islam now. She talk generally. She talk about the church. Actually, on that point, so everybody have equal rights. So wherever you live in, if you're Muslim, you need mosques. If you're Christian, you need church. So the government, whatever the countries, the government have to provide equal facilities, right? Protection and facilities, equal rights, equal rights. The government responsibility. And number two, we talk about all over the world. Minority is minority, and the poor is poor, and the rich is rich. What is the bigger problem is corruption. If you need a right leader, honest leader, if you got honest leader, he will watch the country over with equality, and have to build the country with honest, not with corruption. If they're looking the own pocket, wrong pocket. So think about, I belong to Pakistan. Think about it, your African and previous history.
I agree with you. When we lose our son to prostitution.
One second, I'm coming to that point. That one person got 100 sheep. Some person got 5,000 sheep. How the owner teaching the sheep, we have to go that way, and need 10 days or 1 month, they teaching to sheep, and after 1 month, sheep, animal listening to me, human. Animal listening to human, follow the human guide. If the human, if the animal follow the human guide, why the world and the human not follow the human guide and need a human who? Corrupt human or honest human? Corrupt leader or honest leader?
This is
Number
what
two,
we are sad about.
number three, the powerful countries ruling on poor countries. Nothing, everything, and try to put them underneath, under feet. That's a big problem. How you can grow up? Poor country, how can grow? How can they build up development? How can they development? They have to. They need a honest leader, honest teacher. They have to teach you. One second, sister, please.
That's why I agree with you.
Yes, if you got a honest leader, proper leader have to teach the public, set up the law, and public have to follow the law, public have to follow ayn. Then if you got honest leader, your country will be soon broad. So everybody will see the broad country, broad future. That's our big problem is we don't have ayn law, we now follow the law because we don't have good leader, honest leader.
That's that bubble. You put it with the nail on the coffin.
Yeah, experience. We need a lot more people with experience to talk. Yeah. Thank you, brother. That was good. But you can carry on if you want to carry on. You can carry on.
You were talking about what kind of person.
So basically, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Some leader, when they're intelligent leader, and they know where the nation is hunger, and nation is struggling for that treatment, no education. If you got like a Travi, or look the Nelson Mandela, how many years he has been jailed? Some leader struggling and did a hard effort. What for? For own nation, for the own countries. Everybody have to fight for own country, own nation to do everything, put on the right path.
Keep the hopes up. One day, we have to teach our children. We try so hard, and then at the same time they fail.
It doesn't matter. Yes, yes. Doesn't matter wherever the country is, but Christian or Catholic or.
Look, I live in Europe. The people are complaining. They have nothing.
All nations.
It's international.
Yeah, they're living each other side by side. lovely way, helpful, they're very kind people. All nations are kind to help. Just a corrupt leader that's destroying our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Here, can you vote me in?
Yeah.
I'll be. I
Bro-
know you guys don't like a president. In Ireland, they do have a president vote. I hope you guys can vote one day, president woman, because a mother knows how it feels.
Yeah, she just won. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows how it feels, the pain. You know, it's not the ego talking. It's the real, like, if that was my kid, you know, that example, you put yourself in those shoes and say, oh, look at that kid. If that was my kid, who will help me? And I hope we as a mother, we kind of come together. We help each other no matter what, if we like it or not, because you're a mother, you know? And then in the same time, we have a new legislation in Ireland who want to take the mother out of the constitution. So we are back to zero again. And like the son and the mother and daughter, the production itself alone is always in trouble. So you don't want us to raise the next generation of delinquents. Do you want us to raise human, or you want us to raise a robot? Like, give me what I want.
You know when it comes
to that, we're going through that here at the same time. People who thought that they are better off, like, let's say we're in Africa, yeah? We want to go to Europe to find a better place. Our worst place in this place. People are worse. Do you know what they do to their own kind? Yeah? They cut them off, and then they send the dog and say, that person took your money and your food. I say, wait, what? I didn't take nothing from you. No, they took your job. They took this. They're very good at dividing the cake or the pizza or the pie. Not the universe kind of stuff. So we're so used to them dividing. We should be clever, no? By now, say, look, I don't think you're a good president yet. I'll be talking about your man from Chad. There was one before him. And then he was assassinated because he said no to everything. Now we have a new one. I hope you protect him, because South Africa is untouchable at the moment.
Pochettino, just 1 minute, I'll bring you back.
And then we have a Chad that's rising up. So I hope nobody touches it. Do you know, a hard place, every time we have a bit of hope, they take it away.
Yes, always.
Then you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's like watching it. If you guys were talking about religion, it's like watching Jesus Christ die again in front of you. They're very good at doing that. Yeah? Your rising star, yeah? Watch him, what we're going to do to him. They've been doing this thing over and over and over again. So we have to say is, whoever who rises to be our leader, we're going to protect him.
You're right, sister. The same with Mahmoud said, and the same with our elder brother Eagle said. We need to have the right people. Without the right people, we don't want to move forward. Yeah, you're right. Sister, can I let Pochettino speak? Yeah, go ahead, Pochettino. Thank you, sister.
I agree with some of the sentiments. I disagree with some. Some of them being, personally, I don't even believe in democracy. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe democracy in itself is anything big.
Do you think it's fallacy?
Yeah, because you know what? The conundrum with democracy in of itself is a flawed system, right? Corruption is only prevalent in Africa. Why? Because we're democratic, right? In of itself, democracy. When you look at the system, you can't build a nation with democracy. When you're going to name, you can name me one. If you can name me one empire, one kingdom, one country that was built on democracy, I'll take back my claim. Even the countries today that are democratic. democratic or not built with democracy, right? When you need roads built, when you need army mobilized, when you need security to be run, a democratic, bureaucratic system is not going to help you solve that quickly, right? That's been shown with Ibrahim Traore. You can say it was democratic. That was not democratic, right? He got rid of all of them. He put the military in charge of the government. He's a military junta, and he got the job done, right? You have democracy when you maintain the system. You can't build something with democracy. Second of all, when you look at what would work for certain countries, right? It's not taking the European model, because the European model itself does not work. You look at the birth rate, they don't have children. A lot of them are a lot unhappy, they're a lot poorer off, right? That system in and of itself is a failure. Trying to emulate Europe and Africa is stupidity, because the Europeans themselves don't want the European system anymore, right? So once we move past that as well, when we come to governance, I think the system made it clear we need a woman head of state. For some countries, yes, Tanzania has a woman head of state, so on and so forth, right? But me, I can't speak for other countries, I can only speak for my country.
Yeah.
I would never support a woman head of state. Not purely on the basis, number one, cultural customs. Number two, on a religious basis. For my country personally, I would like to see Sharia adopted, right? Have a Sharia governance system. I wouldn't say no against that. I think probably most Somali would say yes to that. Once we move on from that as well, according to that system, a woman cannot be the head of state and she cannot be the head of the armies. But I don't have no issue with women being the government. She can be finance minister, she can be education minister, she can be partaking in government, but a woman president, no, I'll never accept.
Okay, Pochettino, we will speak about Sharia law, but for now, our question is, in Ireland, the sister, AM, just mentioned about Ireland, they got a new president, female, right? She's been speaking against Israel, right? Now she's the president. What do you think about her? Because she's been speaking against Israel for Israel committing against the Palestinians. Because you don't support the idea of the female being in the power. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, no, I support the idea of female being in politics. I don't support the idea of female being the head of state of my country. I don't necessarily have an issue with the female head of state in another country. It depends on what the people, because I'm not going to tell those people, I say you have to live your life this way. No, how they choose, who they choose, that's up to them, right? You're completely entitled to that. Not everybody has to be the same. Once we move from that as well, I don't know too much about Irish politics, but yeah, Ireland tends to be better than the UK in the sense where they've always been anti-colonialism.
Yeah.
I've seen they themselves were colonized.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
I am an ambassador for the Irish people. They have been nothing good to me. So they know exactly what they went through with their own white people, their own religion. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So if I have to be the most rebellious person in the world, which I am, yeah, I landed in a place where my soul actually vibrates.
that's good to know. But yeah.
Okay, you're both talking about the same thing, which is a good thing. You're talking about the same thing, the Irish.
No, you talk about the Irish people. I'm here to defend the Irish.
No, sister, he didn't say nothing wrong about the Irish. What he was saying is, no, you two talking about the same thing. He's saying that he understands that the Irish been through, they know the reality, So what he was talking about. Eagle, thank you for love. Sorry, go ahead, sister.
I see myself being in the darkness, and this tiny little white light, when you've been hungry all your life and you reach the light, it's like a pint of Guinness, yeah? A tiny little white light is us, because Ireland has been through by the English too much, They've been oppressed, sent to Jamaica, live in America, they've been wanted, so they are actually related.
No, not necessarily.
No. In our blood, we are related.
No.
Now, if you study,
I'm studying it.
you study the gene. If you study the gene, no, wait a you studied Eugene, we already made that journey before and back.
That's not, this is what I'm saying. We're not related.
I'm going to send you a link to prove it.
I understand what you're saying. We're not related to Irish.
We are.
We're not. Listen, you can say you support Irish.
Excuse me. How come you have a nice feature?
Are you trying to equate with nice features to whiteness?
No. You have a nice hair. You have a nice nose.
That didn't come from Irish.
Your face is slim. No, believe me. There's 20,000.
But you're trying to say, okay, so I understand.
20,000 years ago. Way before the Egyptians. You guys, this is what you say. 6,000 years ago, the world happened. No, 20,000 years ago. We made it.
No, but with
the North.
No, but you've
came back.
No, but you've been ideologically indoctrinated, right?
We're talking. No, brother, you don't want to not even let your Somalian people.
Hello. Please go one by one. Please.
Yeah, Pochettino and sister, please listen to our elder. Guys, please listen to our elder's ego. Please listen to our elder's ego telling you guys to just take it easy.
I respect you because you're old.
Yeah. So, sister, can we let Pochettino finish? Then he can come back. Thank you.
Sister, start interrupting. What sister, my suggestion for you, be patient, listen him, let him finish. When he finish, he has to say over to you. That's
and his name is Pinocchio, and he's making you believe something that is not real. I have to say, stop.
No, sister, if someone's saying wrong or right,
let him talk.
Sister, if he's saying something wrong or right,
I'm muting myself, so he can talk.
Thank you, brother Eagle. Thank you, sister. Yeah, go ahead, Pochettino. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. So, back again, we shouldn't make claims without facts and evidence, right? I could come out here and say the British man is related to Indian man. They're not related. There's no genetics for that. There's the haplogroups don't support that. The studies don't support that. When you look at typically the genome that the Irish people get is R, right? The genome that an East African person gets EV32, specifically to us, right? There's absolutely no relation between the two. And the notion that you're equating good features, good hair, this and that. Interrupt me again.
Sister, please.
Let me tell you.
Sister AM, please. Let him finish, then come back. If you can, sister, write down some notes, then you can come back. Okay? Just let him speak, please. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is all documented. A quick Google search will tell you that the genotype are two completely different. They're not related groups. The nearest related relative to the Somali is the Oromo. The Oromo themselves get EV15 and another East African group, right? There's no relation between an Irish man and a Somali person or an African, right? When you look at the some of the North African and the DNA they hold, it does not stem from Ireland, right? Ireland itself was never a colonial entity. It did not have an empire. It did not stretch further than Europe, right? So how on earth would they have intermixed, right? So that's the first point. Secondly, the notion when you're saying the good hair you have, the good nose you have, the face structure, that is a disgusting thing to say to Islam. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult you, but you as an African talking like that, like somehow Africans can't have curly hair, somehow Africans can't be light in complexion, somehow Africans can't have a nice defined facial structure, like we all look like one phenotype. No. Contrary to belief, East Africans are not the only ones with soft hair. You got people in West Africa that are light skinned with soft hair that have no relation to any European or East African or Asian or Arab,
right? So when you come out with talking points like that as an African, yes, you can say, Ireland welcomed me as a refugee, they respected me, they gave me rights, and you can be proud of them and say I'm an Irish person, I hold citizenship today. But to put down other Africans and come with your white supremacy talking points and that we should accept it, no, that's I don't want to accept that.
Yeah, sister, would you like to come in? Sister AM, are you there? Sister AM, are you there?
Echo, I'm here.
Yeah, did you hear what he said?
No, I was just charging my phone. I can listen to him what he says.
Yeah, no, basically we're saying that
Get the Irish people, you know, and say, oh, we never had nothing. Leave me. Give me half of the American.
No, sister, what he was talking about is when you're trying to talk about phenotype, trying to talk about the Irish being, look the way they look, comparing to, it's basically saying you're being it's self-hate. Oh no! What he was talking about, that they didn't conquer, they didn't spread out of Ireland.
They were treated the same way we're being treated. We are treated. Theirs is the past. We are at the present.
Yeah, he mentioned it as well earlier. He said that the Irish went through the bad things, but
yeah. So, and now look at them. Look at them. Everywhere you want to have fun, the Irish owns. Everywhere. Call St. Patrick's Day. Every time you want to have a bit of fun. Yeah? And then the old white people did the same people, the same color. So if we want to talk about races, yeah, and how we're going to fix our country, yeah, we need not sending, first of all, we need a good leader. Yeah?
Sister, I think you belong from Somalia.
Who?
No, Ethiopia. No, Ethiopia, brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me tell you a story. I was born in Ethiopia, a lot of Somalia immigrants. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I already done the whole East. Okay? France and Ireland. So believe me, I travel. My family are all over the place, We left because someone in Somalia, being a tribe, didn't exist. So when you talk about bringing Christianity to Somalia, first you need to fix the tribe. I stand my ground, with that word, fix the tribes. At least become one nation. No?
Yeah, we can hear you, sister. We can hear you.
Oh yeah. That's it. That's all. Like, who wants to talk about religion? You can't even be a youth or a nation. A nation. What is the nation of Somalia actually?
Yeah, brother Pochettino, thank you. Go pray.
Unless you bow down to somebody reading you Arabic, you don't even understand what it means. Yeah, and you go 5 times a day without even knowing the words. That's what I like to check. People reciting words they don't understand. It's like saying wallahi. You don't even know what that means. So don't even say it. Especially young American, the age of 20, they say I'm telling the truth, wallahi. No. Don't even have to speak. Why are you speaking Arabic? Speak English. You say, I'm telling you the truth. Do you think God only speaks Arabic? Kind of racist, isn't it?
Yeah, brother Eagle, our eldest, will you like to come and say anything else or any advice from everything you've been listening to?
I think Eagle agrees with me.
I think most of us agree with many things, but there's small things we don't agree with. But I think we all agree with the, you know.
No, I think we all agree because we need to save the next production.
Brother, if we don't agree with the small thing, everybody get your own opinion. You know something. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm still student. I'm learning.
Me too. Me too. I live beside two churches, Protestant and Christianity, while I'm Muslim. Yeah. So I stay in the middle. It's called peace. I arrived in Ireland when they just done the Good Friday Agreement, which is Friday is the day of the holiday for the Muslim people. Now it was done.
Sister.
And I'm glad. I'm so happy that I was able to witness two white people next door to each other not killing each other anymore. The orange and the green. Oh my gosh.
Okay, sister, 1 second. You know, you mentioned the Christian or Muslim also. You know, which is I hope, sister, you don't interrupt me. Let me finish. I will try my best to finish quick, short.
No, I know the Quran back and forward.
No,
I read all the scripts. Yeah. So you're not allowed to lie to me.
Yeah, Sister yeah, brother was saying that if you can let him speak, he's our elder. So can you let him speak as well, please?
Sister, I said, I hope you're not going to interrupt me. Let me say something, then you answer me. Oh, I'm not saying just for you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about all over the world.
Yeah, that's why we're here on a phone, on a TikTok. Time's up. Time's up.
You know the sister about, I'm talking about religion. If I'm saying about religion, why religion come and from God?
I would celebrate yours.
No, 1 second. Sister, 1 second. You know the God's book, Quran book, Bible, Torah, Zabur, the whole book, the word God, Allah said in the book, is everything right. We are wrong. We are wrong. We have to do correct ourselves. We have to put.
Yeah, sister, please. Sister, please. Write down the note. Let Brother Eagle finish. Please, sister. Sister, because every time you interrupt him, he might lose your rhetoric. Just please let him speak, sister. Let him finish, please. Brother Eagle, sorry. Just go ahead.
You're not religion, nothing. Religion is very clean religion. Very best for us. Religion telling us everything.
Oh, shite. My phone died. Oh my days. Fuck's sake. Yeah, sorry guys. My phone just died. I know YouTube's still going. We was having a good conversation. Oh my days. My phone just died on TikTok Live. We was doing really well. Now I hope I can go back to it as normal. It's been a really good conversation. Different opinion, different mindset.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text police. 6
fuck. Phone died, man. TikTok was good. I lost nearly 3 hours. Wow. So I'm gonna have to end this live on YouTube because my TikTok page just died. I was having a good conversation, people. So yeah, thank you for watching our YouTube channel, Learning South Media 24/7. Don't forget to subscribe and share our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. Also, you can follow us on TikTok by LCM 24/7. There's Lima, Charlie, Mike,